Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on YourLiveEvent.com.
And we are back on YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks for joining us another edition of State Wrestling coverage. And if you're struggling to hear us, that means it's loud here. They're getting ready to introduce all the wrestlers from all three tournaments for the individual championship round. The lights are off, the glow sticks are on, the fans are on their feet, the spotlight here. This is something that every wrestler in the state of North Dakota spends their career trying to get to this point, a chance to wrestle, not just wrestle for the championship, but to hear your name called, an entire arena on you as they start introducing the Class B matchups in this tournament. Lisbon trying to win another championship here in this individual tournament. They come in as the leaders, 196 to 180.5 against New Salem Almont. Lisbon will have a handful of wrestlers going for championships. The odds stacked against the Holsteins right now. They will have to account for Lisbon not having success in all of their matches, and Brett, they'd have to get pins, New Salem Almont would, to get those bonus points for a chance to win the championship.
Yeah, New Salem would have to win out on their 3 championship matches, scoring bonus points in each one of those to have a shot at overtaking Lisbon in the top spot.
At the girls' side, Central Cass comes in as the leader, 161 points to Bismarck Legacy's 158. Bismarck at 147. That girls tournament still very close. Again, a numbers game on the girls side still, first year sanctioned by the state. So the teams that have been able to fill the brackets the most have been the ones that have had the most success. Not that their wrestlers haven't wrestled well, but that is factored onto that team side of things in that open tournament. And then the Class A side, Bismarck, the leader, 163.5, Jamestown 140, Dickinson 136. Bismarck having 5 wrestle for a championship. No surprise, they will extend their run of championships. They have been the dominant team these last few years. Bismarck has won in 18, 19, 20, and 21. 2017 was Minot, and then Bismarck 16, 15, and 14. So Bismarck far and away has been the dominant team when it comes to the Class A side. But the story there is how other teams have performed around them, and one of those has been Jamestown. Larry Eslick has put together a very good program starting from their Taz wrestling program on the youth side. They are starting to see that pay off right now. They have a chance to finish in second as Dickinson's behind him at 136. That would be a good finish for Jamestown. Again, a Class A team in the West that's continued to develop. So that's how things are sitting right now going into this championship round of the individual wrestling tournament. We're going to take a break. We'll be back with more here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey, girls. Oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
The North Border Eagle Sports Boosters mission is to cultivate an environment that inspires students, athletes, coaches, parents, and communities to collectively create a positive and spirited atmosphere for all athletic programs. Search for North Border Eagle Sports Boosters on Facebook if you'd like to become a member or for more information today. The North Border Eagle Sports Boosters wishes the Eagles the best of luck in the tournament.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at FullServiceFoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All your needs under one roof. The Days Inn and Governor's Water Park in Castleton with cozy hotel rooms, water park, restaurant, and pub all in one location. And they're accepting resumes and interviews for front desk, housekeeping, and restaurant staff. A friendly work environment, competitive pay. Visit the website, cassin.com, click on the employment tab, or call 701-347-4524. The Governor's Inn Water Park special this month, half-price wristbands at the water park and 30% off all birthday packages. Much more than just a hotel. The Days Inn and Governor's Water Park in Castleton, 701-347-4524.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, introduction of the individuals competing for championships here tonight at the Fargo Dome. Tomorrow, 11 a.m., will be the first rounds of the dual tournament. It will be the Lisbon Broncos wrestling against Kenmere Bowbells. That will be 11 o'clock start time. We'll have a stream for that on YourLiveEvent.com. Central Cass will be in action against South Border. We'll also have a stream for that. Both teams guaranteed at least 2 matches. We are set up to stream all 3 should that be the case tomorrow in that tournament. Of course, see our full broadcast schedule at YourLiveEvent.com. Lisbon, the leader, coming into the Class B tournament. Central Cass, the leader in the girls tournament. Bismarck, the leader in the Class A tournament. And 3 matches will be going all at once to name the champions here at this individual wrestling tournament. We'll step aside once more. Back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program. It's a young savers club with various incentives, newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to learn more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving the lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots, American Crystal Sugar Company.
You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsborough to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsborough. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
I'm starting holding off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal Housing Lender, member FDIC.
Hillsborough Drug and Gift, your area Health Mart pharmacy, is bringing you the savings on your cough and cold medications, including Luden's Throat Drops, just $1.49 per package. Health Mart Cold and Flu Severe 24-count caplets, $5.49. Health Mart Cough DM Liquid, $8.99. Health Mart Nighttime Liquid Caps are $4.99. And get this Health Mart bonus, Omeprazole Acid Reducer. Get 28 tablets plus 14 free for just $15.99. Hillsborough Drug and Gift and Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Emery Vistos Implement has been family-owned and operated since 1935. Located in Oaks, North Dakota, they sell CarQuest automotive parts and numerous lines of agriculture parts, from edible bean equipment to air compressors and pressure washers to Georgia and Rocky boots and grills. Anything you need is under one roof at Emery Vistos Implement. Stop in just south of Oaks on Highway 1 or go online to vistoimplement.com. That's vistoimplement.com for more information.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you.
Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
The Enderlin Alumni Association promotes the school and community, as over the past few years, Enderlin athletics have been greatly supported by the alumni, from upgrades to the weight room, practice equipment, and technology. The Enderlin Alumni Association hopes to improve the quality of life for students and citizens by giving back to the community and keeping it local. The Enderlin Area School and Enderlin community would like to thank the Enderlin Alumni Association for their generous and continued support. Go Eagles!
Ag Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Ag Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Ag Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it, and always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
And we are back on YourLiveEvent.com. Championship round about to get underway in the state wrestling, individual wrestling tournament here at the Fargo Dome. And Class B, it'll be Carter Schmitz from Kindred, the senior, wrestling against Keaton Mahers from Stanley. That will be the 132-pound championship. Carter Schmitz, 200 match winner, won that over this past weekend. Last weekend at the individual tournament. For the girls' side, it'll be Alana Schaefer from West Fargo against Carissa Mettinger from Lemoore, Litchfield, Marion. That's a 120-pound championship. And Class A will be Bismarck Century's Caden Dakota against Grady Anderson from Jamestown. And they are underway here. They'll start with Class B, and Schmitz in Myers will get underway here at 132 pounds. Schmitz is senior, 37-4 on the year. Myers 33-4. He is also a senior. And over on mat number 6 in the girls tournament, it's Alana Schaefer from West Fargo getting a quick takedown against Carissa Mettinger from Lemoore for the 120-pound championship.
Now Schaefer now has Meitinger going over to her back, tight cradle on the edge of the mat. Meitinger is able to roll through. She catches Schaefer high, grabs that head. She scores 1 point for an escape, so it's a 4-1 score.
Yeah, Mettinger was in a bad place early, but able to just take advantage of that miscue to make it 4-1. Very manageable here in this first period. Over on mat number 5 in the Class B championship, both Schmitz and Mahers will come out of bounds and will restart in the center of the mat, neutral position. Schmitz, one of the most decorated wrestlers in that Kindred wrestling program. I believe he might have been their first individual state champion.
He was.
As a 7th or 8th grader.
Yep. 7th grade, he placed 3rd.
And so he's definitely set the tone for that Kindred wrestling program. About 50 seconds left in the first period there at 132 pounds. No score. Over on the girls tournament, another takedown comes for Alana Schaefer. Her lead at 6-1 against Carissa Mettinger from Lemoore Litchfield Marion. Over in Class A, no score between Dakota from Bismarck Century and Anderson from Jamestown.
And Dakota now scores 2 points for a takedown. He's up 2-0, a minute 19 to go in that on 132-pound Class A, mat number 3.
Still no score between Schmitz and Mahers in 132 pounds, and it looks like that first period is going to end scoreless. They go out of bounds on mat 6 in the girls match. 8 seconds left in the first period. Alana Schaefer from West Fargo has 6-1 lead over Carissa Mettinger from Lemoore Litchfield Marion and the 120-pound championship. And a scoreless first period between Schmitz from Kindred and Myers from Stanley. Class A, Caden Dakota from Bismarck Century a 2-0 lead against Grady Anderson from Jamestown. I'm impressed with the number of wrestlers that the Blue Jays have been able to send in championship rounds at Jamestown Wrestling about 3 or 4 years ago. A little bit struggling numbers-wise, but those young guys have really come around.
Yeah, Jamestown Wrestling, back to what I remember when I was coming up through the junior high ranks back in the 80s and early 90s.
Second period begins in the girls matchup. It will be neutral position and another takedown coming for Schaefer from West Fargo. She leads Carissa Mettinger now 8-1. Mettinger from Lemoore Litchfield Marion. We'll get some points in our Class B match. Carter Schmitz started the period down, gets up for the escape, a 1-0 lead for him.
Yeah, Schaefer just steadily building her lead over there on mat number 5 over Meitinger, up 8-1.
And these girls wrestlers have won championships before this was unsanctioned, so this would be the first time looking for sanctioned championships. And Schmitz gets a takedown for Kindred. Carter Schmitz's lead is at 3-0 in the 132-pound match, and we have crowned our first individual state champion. Alana Schaefer from West Fargo gets the win at 120, pins Carissa Mettinger from Lemoore Litchfield Marion, and that would make them the first sanctioned girls champions in the state of North Dakota. And Carter Schmitz's lead is at 3-0 back at the 132-pound boys championship, and he is trying to get a tilt against Keaton Mahers from Stanley. Over in Class A, Dakota a 4-3 lead.
Yeah, Keaton Meyer has that bottom leg of Schmitz. Schmitz just trying to tie him up, not get high. Now Myers able to get Schmitz high, pulls him over the top. Myers scores 2 points for reversal. 3-2, 25 seconds remaining in the second period.
On the girls' side, they're getting ready for their next matchup as looks like Schmitz is able to get himself around for a reversal of his own. Oh, they have not awarded him the points, and you can hear the Kindred faithful calling for him. Now he completely comes around and gets the points. 5-2 his lead, 5 seconds left in the second period.
Yeah, great scramble. Last 30 seconds of the match. Change of position between the two wrestlers with Carter Schmitz scoring the last points in that. He's up 5-2 going into the third period.
And the girls' side will be Miley Christensen from Valley City against Lindsay Anderson for West Fargo. That will be the 125-pound championship. On the Class A side, Caden Dakota, a 6-3 lead from Bismarck Century over Grady Anderson from Jamestown. Injury time being taken in the second period. So Schmitz and Myers from Stanley, the only wrestlers going right now at the 132-pound championship match here on Class B. So all eyes in the arena on those two.
Yeah, Schmitz and Myers still locked up on their feet, working that far edge of the mat. And they'll called out of bounds for a restart. Minute 28 to go in the third period.
And Carter Schmitz, this would be a great exclamation point on what has been a very good career for Kindred. Again, their first individual champion up there, I think probably about 205 wins now at this point. And now approaching a minute left in that final period at 1:32.
Yeah, Carter Schmidt's a great example for those younger wrestlers like Miles Steelgis and Brock Johnson to look up to and learn about his work ethic and what he did and how he became the champion that he is.
Yeah, the two guys under him have wrestled well in this tournament. A couple of youngsters there themselves. I imagine when you go up in the wrestling room against a guy like Carter Schmitz, it's only going to make you better.
Yeah, definitely. Having a senior like that in your wrestling room, it's almost priceless for those younger wrestlers and for the coaches.
And those guys will come out of bounds. 38 seconds left in the final period. Again, Carter Schmitz from Kindred, a 5-2 lead against Keaton Myers. That is the championship at 132 pounds. And they have not started the girls' championship match. There's a delay. I'm not sure what it's for. I know the A and B televised, so I know it's not on the TV side of things. As out of bounds is Schmitz and Myers. 21 seconds left. Schmitz did score the takedown, so 7-2 his lead. So Carter Schmitz needs to ride out the next 21 seconds, and he will be the state champion at 132 pounds in the last match of his career. And he's got it locked in on Myers, trying to get him a turn for a pin. That's going to help him avoid getting hit with that stalling to close things out in the final 5 seconds now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can hear the Kindred fans. Carter Schmitz of Kindred is the 132-pound champion for Class B wrestling here in 2022.
Yeah, Dakota over on mat number 3 in Class A 132 has built his lead now 9-3. He's currently on the bottom. They're at a minute 16 in the third period. He leads that one 9-3.
So Carter Schmitz, a champion. And Mike Nelson's match is coming up next, and I wonder if the delay on the girls' side of the girls' match is to keep kind of in par with the boys' side of the tournament.
Yeah, I think that's what they're trying to do, just keep the mats, the matches synced up so they start them all at the same time.
And it'll be Brecken Lura from Carrington against Mike Nelson from Lisbon at the 138-pound championship.
Yeah, these two, Mike and Brecken, went at it at the Storehawk tournament. And it was a back-and-forth battle. Mike Nelson scoring a reversal with about 15 seconds left, and that one tied it up. But Brecken Lura was able to reverse back on Mike and ended up winning that match by 2 points.
Class A Matt Caden Dakota from Bismarck Century, an 11-5 lead against Grady Anderson from Jamestown. He tries to take out Anderson, but they go out of bounds, stopped with 20 seconds. So Caden Dakota 20 seconds away from becoming the champion in Class A at 132 pounds. Now 10 seconds away from that one being final, and they are delaying the start of Lura and Nelson's match as well, so I think it is to get everything in sync here. The first time 3 mats have been run at this stage of the tournament, and it is a final. Caden Dakota from Bismarck Century is the champion at 132 pounds. So we have crowned 3 state champions here so far.
Brecken Lura is the returning state champion for the Carrington Cardinals. Mike Nelson, returning place winner for Lisbon, placed 4th last year at the state tournament. That's your head-to-head match for the state championship, Class B, 138 pounds coming up.
And now they're going to get all the mats going. So they want to keep mats running at the same schedule. That was a delay for the girls. So for the Class B, it'll be Brecken Lura from Carrington against Mike Nelson in the 138-pound championship. On the girls' side, Miley Christensen from Valley City against Lindsay Anderson from West Fargo. Well, for Class A, Victor Garcia from Minot against Aiden Braun from Jamestown for 138 pounds.
You're talking about that Jamestown program, up-and-coming program. They have two in the finals back-to-back at 132 and now at 138 with Aiden Braun.
And they will start B first. Mike Nelson and Brecken Lura underway at 138 pounds. Nelson 39-4 on the season. Lura 50-9. A sophomore against a senior, and Lura has a lot of experience from that talented Carrington program, who has dropped down to number 5 in the team points, but they had no wrestlers in the wrestleback. As going for the double leg was Lura, and Nelson able to walk him back up.
Yeah, Carrington does have 3 wrestlers in the finals today. Brecken Lura out here at 138, 182 is Clifton, and then back down at 113 pounds, you'll see Trace Hogarth.
Minute 20 left to go in the first period here at 138 pounds and no score. Lura, the only one really to make a significant move trying to go for a double leg, but both have really just been feeling each other out. Nelson dropping levels a few times, went for a single leg. Lura able to defend against that.
Yeah, Nelson just has to realize with Lura, he has to wrestle through every position. If at any time he stops, Lura's going to take advantage of that.
And Lura, a single leg, will get Nelson down, scores the first points, 2-0 his lead, 47 seconds left to wrestle in the first period. Has Nelson on his stomach and is trying to get a turn against Nelson. Nelson's just gonna have to ride out this next 39 seconds. And Lura is dangerous. If you, like you said, if you stall out at any position, Lura is just gonna capitalize.
He is. Yeah, Lura had a nice blast double there, able to secure the takedown on Mike Nelson.
The 138-pound A match between Garcia from Minot and Braun from Jamestown. That one in its first few seconds between the two. And now they're about to start. Miley Christensen from Valley City and Lindsay Anderson from West Fargo.
The final 5 seconds of the first period over there on 138, Class B. Nelson trying to stand up at the end of it, not able to score. He's down 2-0.
Update on the team scoring: Lisbon 196, New Salem Almont 180. Again, the Holsteins have not had a wrestler go yet. They will have 3 in the finals. On the girls' match, no score, 15 minutes in between Christensen of Valley City and Anderson of West Fargo. No scoring in the A match between Garcia of Minot and Braun from Jamestown. Again, that's 138 at A, 125 in the girls' division, and 138 in Class B boys.
And off the whistle, Lura attempts to stand up Nelson, just trying to return him back down the mat. 2 mat returns in a row, but Lura keep just relentless in his stand-ups. Nelson trying to come over the top with the cradle, but Lura now down in on a single leg. It catches Nelson a little bit high, and he's going to try to come out the back door for a 2-point reversal. Lura does score that 2 points. He's up now 4-0.
Man, he's walking Nelson into the position he's looking to get. Nelson trying to figure out where he's at time-wise. Now we're got a chance to look at that clock. 1:10 left in the second period, down 4-0. Over on our girls' mat, it is Lindsay Anderson from West Fargo, 2-0 lead against Miley Christensen from Valley City. Less than a minute left in the first period. That's the 125-pound championship match. Well, in Class A, no score between Garcia of Minot, Braun of Jamestown at 138 pounds.
Well, Nelson is able to square back around on Lura. Had it doubled up, but they rolled out of bounds, so they have a restart back in the center of the mat with 57 seconds left. Still 4-0, Lura on top.
This is coverage of the championship round of the individual wrestling tournament here at the Fargo Dome. Dual coverage tomorrow coming your way in the form of the Central Cass Girls and the Lisbon Broncos beginning at 11 o'clock here on YourLiveEvent.com. Been a fun day 1 and almost completion of day 2 here so far.
I always say there's long days, but that actually, when you look back on it, it's gone kind of quick. I mean, it's gone fast.
25 seconds left in the second period between Brecken Lura from Carrington and Mike Nelson from Lisbon. Nelson gets a point for an escape, and he's got 19 seconds to work with here in the second period.
We do have a 1-0 score now. Garcia up 1-0 over on 138-pound Class A, so he's up 1-0 on Braun from Jamestown.
First period will end in the girls' match. Lindsay Anderson from West Fargo, a 2-0 lead against Miley Christensen from Valley City. That's the 125-pound championship.
We're going to the third period. Mike Nelson has choice. He'll choose bottom to start the third. He's down 4-1 to Brecken Lura from Carrington.
And we're going to get blood time on mat 6, which would be the girls' match.
And a blood time on mat number 3 in Class A 138, so they're also on blood time.
So again, we're looking at now the Class B mat. It happened in the first competition. Class B mat is going to be the only one that still has competition going. Minute 45 left, third period. Brecken Lura from Carrington 4, Mike Nelson from Lisbon 1. That's the 138-pound championship.
Mikey now doubled back up around in that same position where they went out of bounds on. Now Nelson switches to a single. Lura doing everything he can to stay off his hip. Nelson trying to still come back around, but Lura has a hold of that back ankle, not able to get any power behind that.
Yeah, he's minimized Nelson's ability to drive, and now has Nelson maybe a little bit on the defensive side of things. Other two mats getting underway, the girls' championship match as well as the Class A boys side.
And time continues to tick away with Nelson just grinding on that leg, but Lura still has control of that ankle and the back leg of Nelson. Time ticking off the clock. They get called for a stalemate. They'll have a restart with 51 seconds.
So it's probably the best thing that could happen for Nelson there is he just wasn't in the best position, a chance maybe get a quick escape out of the whistle, which is very hard to do against a wrestler like Brecken Lura, and he goes right at Nelson.
Yeah, Lura is he's an intelligent wrestler, so he knew exactly what he needed to do, just using that clock to his advantage.
Now 30 seconds left to go. Mike Nelson down 4-1 to Brecken Lura from Carrington for the championship. Lura had a tilt on him, but Nelson able to get back to his base.
Yeah, Nelson just not looking explosive here against Lura. Lura counters that Peterson attempt by Nelson with a half, so Nelson has to go back belly down. And like you said, Lura's just put any attempt by Nelson, put him back on the defense.
And now the final 5 seconds. Brecken Lura leading 4-1, and that looks like we're going to get a final. Cuts Nelson loose. Nelson goes right at him, but doesn't have a whole lot of time. The final, Brecken Lura from Carrington. The senior wins the championship match here. He defeats Mike Nelson 4-2. So Brecken Lura, the champion at 138. Mike Nelson, the runner-up at 138 pounds for the Lisbon Broncos. And the girls' 125-pound championship, Lindsay Anderson of West Fargo 2, Miley Christensen from Valley City scoreless. Christensen's been on top here this entire second period, has not been able to get herself any points. Over on the Class A matchup, Victor Garcia from Minot won, Aiden Braun from Jamestown won. That is their 138-pound championship, and I believe that third period there into the final 45 seconds.
Yeah, Braun and Garcia stood up working that back center of the mat. And now Braun in on a low leg attack, not able to secure it. Garcia comes back around, stands him back up. They're down to 30 seconds.
Second period will end in the girls' matchup between Miley Christensen of Valley City, Lindsay Anderson of West Fargo, 2-0. Anderson, I believe, has the decision. No, it was Christensen who had the decision for the third period, and she chooses up, and going right for the single leg is Lindsay Anderson.
At the end of the third period, Aiden Braun was able to lat drop Garcia to the mat. He picks up 2 points for a takedown. He'll score 2 near fall. He is your state champion, Class A, Aiden Braun from Jamestown.
Aiden Braun gets the win. Coach Larry Eslick very excited on the sideline there for his team, which again has been on the rebuild the last few years. And they will get a state champion there at Aiden Braun. And the girls matchup, 4-0. Lindsay Anderson from West Fargo gets a takedown with 90 seconds left against Miley Christensen from Valley City. Again, they will wait to start matches. They will wait to get things started until they have had their next one going. And then part of that, too, is to get everyone lined up for the podium.
Yeah, I imagine we'll go into the awards at the end of their conclusion of this match.
4-0 still the lead from Lindsay Anderson from West Fargo. Due up next in Class B, Marshall Lindgren from South Border at 145. Henry Nelson from Hillsborough Central Valley at 145. Next up in Class A in their 145-pound matchup, it will be Waylon Crisell from West Fargo. LJ Arroyo from Bismarck, that will be their matchup in Class A. 20 seconds now left here. And Lindsay Anderson from West Fargo just hanging on to ride out Miley Christensen from Valley City to end this third period. Lindsay Anderson will be the champion at 125 pounds for the West Fargo Packers. And she will be the champion. That comes to an end. So the Packers will get a champion out of Lindsay Anderson. And Miley Christensen down on the mat, and the coaches coming out there to check on her as they get the other wrestlers lined up in the other mats. I think they will have a trip to the podium coming up here as well before starting the next matches. We're going to step aside and take a quick break. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wasleen, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason.
Full Service Foods in Hillsborough provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsborough and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at FullServiceFoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsborough, proud to support this community event.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
And we're back on YourLiveEvent.com. Chase Miller talking to Carter Schmitz from Kindred. Chase.
Thank you very much, Joel Carter. What does it feel like to be just moments ago standing on top of the podium and being a state champion here in Class B wrestling?
It feels great. It's great to be back on the top. I've been working hard for it all year, and it paid off today getting that championship done.
132 pounds as a senior. Is it a little bit sweeter to know that the last time that you're going to wear the Kindred blue, put that singlet on one more time, that you're going to go out as a state champ?
Yeah. Thinking before the match, it's my last time looking around at the stadium, all the fans here for every team, not just my team. Seeing the flag go up, hearing that national anthem, that got my heart racing. It made me think that I just want to be at that top spot a little bit more from my last year.
Take us through that final championship match, just kind of how you kind of felt it out a little bit, and what kind of got you over the top?
Well, just speed kills for me, first takedown, first points is my mindset to win. So if I get the first points, I feel confident, and then I can start turning it up a little bit more to seal the deal off and get the win.
You mentioned about coming out in the stands, able to hear the national anthem, see the crowd. What was the juices flowing? You know that you're going to be the first one up. Were you glad that, hey, I can just get this out of the way right away?
Yeah, the first time or second time I was in the state championship, I was the first as well. And I was just so much more nervous last time. I felt confident going into this one because I knew that I was going to set the tone for everybody else that was watching behind me.
Hey, Carter, congratulations on a phenomenal career at Kindred High School, and best of luck down the line.
Thank you.
Back to you, Joel.
Thank you, Chase Miller, talking to Carter Schmitz from Kindred, a champion at 132 pounds. Again, a storied career for this Kindred Vikings wrestling program. And they're getting the Class A wrestlers through the podium before they'll begin the next round of competition. We're going to take another break back on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club supports Hillsborough Central Valley students in their school activities and encourages all students to be involved in the activities at your school. The Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club takes great pride in uniting the communities to support the boroughs. The Hillsborough Central Valley Booster Club encourages everyone to promote school spirit, sportsmanship, and to support the Hillsborough Central Valley students. Go Boroughs! The Hillsborough Vets Club. It's where Borough sports fans meet after every game. The Hillsborough Vets Club is cheering for the Boroughs and also very appreciative of the community support of all of their fundraisers, their events, and just stopping in to enjoy the social and great atmosphere at the Hillsborough Vets Club. Good luck, Boroughs, from all your friends and veterans from the Hillsborough Vets Club. It's where Borough sports fans and us broadcasters meet after every game.
Goose River Heating and Cooling of Hillsborough. Corey Wright is ready for you as a Ruud dealer for the Hillsborough and surrounding communities. If your furnace has lived past its prime, you'll want to talk to Corey today about a new Ruud furnace for your home or new construction. Now, you don't want to be left out in the cold, and that's why Goose River Heating and Cooling is available for you with 24-hour emergency service. Contact Corey Wright today at Goose River Heating and Cooling, 701-430-1990. Serving Hillsborough and the surrounding communities as a Ruud dealer. Here for you, Goose River Heating and Cooling.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, our next round of competition underway. First in the Class B match, it is Marshall Lindgren from South Border against Henry Nelson from Hillsborough Central Valley. That's a 145-pound championship. And Marshall Lindgren gets a quick takedown here to jump out to a 2-0 lead. Again, that's 145 pounds. For the girls' competition, Avery Moore from Fargo Davies against Grace Lamar from Central Cass. That is for the 130-pound championship, that one with no score. And right now in Class B, Marshall Lindgren really trying to get a turn against Henry Nelson from Hillsborough Central Valley.
You know, Lindgren working underneath in that far arm tilt.
And Grace Lamar looked like she was going to put down a pin against Avery Moore to end the match. And instead, Lamar is going to have to try that one again. Does get a near fall. Grace Lamar jumps out to a 4-0 lead. 48 seconds left in the first period. LJ Araujo from Bismarck and Waylon Kressel from West Fargo wrestling 145 pounds. No score there. Strike that. Araujo gets a takedown in a 2-0 lead. That one about a minute 10 left in the first period.
Yeah, one of the stories with Kressel from West Fargo is he's just an 8th grader wrestling LJ Araujo for the state championship at 145 pounds.
19 seconds left and the girls match at mat number 5, and it's a 4-2 lead for Grace Lamar from Central Cass, but Avery Moore getting reversal points here. She'll be on top to ride out these final 19 seconds.
And Araujo does have Kressel in a pinning combination. And they get a potentially dangerous call, so 2 near fall awarded to Araujo. He's up 4-0 over Kressel from West Fargo. It's Class A 145.
Marshall Lindgren, a 2-0 lead from South Border over Henry Nelson, Hillsborough Central Valley. That's the 145-pound championship match. That went into the second period. It was Nelson on top, but Lindgren gets away for the escape, his lead at 3-0.
Lamar leads 4-2 after 1 period. 4 choosing the bottom.
First period ends at the 130-pound girls championship. Grace Lamar from Central Cass a 4-2 lead, but Avery Moore from Davies has all the momentum. She gets to her feet and will get the point for the escape. She makes it 4-3. Grace Lamar opened up with a big 4-point move to start things out, but it was a quick reversal that came from Moore that has shifted the momentum her way.
Yeah, Moore picked up a little bit of momentum. Now she's closed the gap, a 4-3 score, minute 40 into the second period.
In the Class B matchup, 3-0, still Marshall Lindgren from South Border leading Henry Nelson from Hillsborough Central Valley. Minute 19 and counting left in the second period. Well, the second period comes to an end in the Class A match. LJ Araujo from Bismarck, a 4-0 lead against Waylon Kressel from West Fargo.
And Araujo will start in the bottom position. He leads 4-0 at the start of the second period. That's a 4-0 lead. Araujo off the whistle, hits a stand-up. Kressel just trying to return him back down to the mat.
And the girls match, Avery Moore gets a takedown against Grace Lamar to take her lead to 5-4. So Avery Moore in front at the 130-pound championship. Lamar gets up, gets an escape, makes it 5-5.
Yeah, Avery Moore looks like she came in with a game plan, and she's sticking to that game plan that she had. That first 4-point move by Lamar didn't seem to rattle her, and she's now closed the gap. She's tied up 5-5.
We're going to get blood time over in the 145-pound Class B match. 45 seconds left in the second period here in this girls match, and Lamar and Moore just, one of them waiting for the next one to make the big move, it looks like.
You know, Araujo has Kressel cradled up. He's up 6-0 now. Kressel still trying to fight out. He's able to stretch out. Araujo picks up 3 more near fall. He's up by a major decision, 9-0, under a minute to go in the second period.
Another takedown for Moore in the girls match. Avery Moore leads 7-5 against Grace Lamar from Central Cass. .21 seconds left in the second period there. That's the 130-pound championship. They've resumed the match between Marshall Lindgren of South Border and Henry Nelson from Hillsborough Central Valley. 25 seconds left in the second period there, and they're going to make a stoppage of time for Marshall Lindgren. I think the headgear just ran down his face, so they will stop time here with 25 seconds left in the second period.
On the Class A side, they've now caught up to the B time-wise. Araujo has another half buried in deep. They call potentially dangerous on that. So they'll get a restart. Kressel lucked out on that one. Potentially dangerous on that deep half run by OJ Araujo.
And second period ends in the girls' 130-pound championship. Avery Moore from Fargo Davies, 7. Grace Lamar from Central Cass, 5. That is, again, the championship at 130 pounds.
At 145, they're now going into the third period. And Henry Nelson's choice, he chooses bottom. He's down 3-0 to Marshall Lindgren to start the third period. You know, on that restart, Kressel hit a stand-up, or the LJ Araujo was able to turn him down to the mat. They're going into the third period with Araujo up 9-0. Kressel's choice, he chooses both up.
For Marshall Lindgren and South Border and Henry Nelson of Hillsborough Central Valley, it is now 3-1. Nelson got points off an escape to begin the third period, and Marshall Lindgren going for the single leg against Nelson. Nelson sprawls out and trying to hit Lindgren with the crossface, and they're going to call a stalemate. And I believe they both will be on their feet, which they will be, which is probably more to the advantage of Henry Nelson right now, as Lindgren's going to wait for him to make the move, but Nelson, if he can come with a quick single or double, will put himself in a good position for a takedown.
Yeah, Lindgren wrestling defensive now. Backing up, backing, he has to watch he doesn't get a stall call. I think we've seen, you know, within at least in the placing rounds, that some of these wrestlers that go into that defensive mode doesn't work out well for them. They ended up turning over momentum to the other wrestler that wants to stay offensive.
And they're going to call a stalemate as Marshall Lindgren went for a double leg. Nelson sprawling out.
Araujo picks up more near fall over there in Class A. He's up 13-0, built up a nice lead. Under a minute to go now, third period, 145. LJ Araujo leads that one, 13-0 over Kressel from West Fargo.
And Avery Moore from Fargo Davies pins Grace Lamar in the third period. Moore is the champion at 130 pounds. Grace Lamar, runner-up for the Central Cass Squirrels, who still right now lead in team points with 161. So Grace Lamar, just an 8th grader, Plenty of opportunities for her to come back here and wrestle in this championship match, but she'll be the runner-up at 130 pounds. Back over to the Class B matchup. Marshall Lindgren, a 3-1 lead against Henry Nelson from Hillsborough Central Valley, 145-pound championship. Pair of juniors squaring off, 20 seconds left. Nelson's going to need a takedown to try to extend this one into overtime, and Marshall Lindgren really in defensive mode now. As I say that, goes on the offensive, tries to hit Nelson with a single leg. 9 seconds left to wrestle in the final period, and all that Lindgren needs to do is ride it out, and they will get a stoppage. 4 seconds left, they resume, and the clock gets to 0. So Marshall Lindgren from South Border wins a 3-1 decision over Henry Nelson from Hillsborough Central Valley. Lindgren is the champion at 145 pounds. LJ Arajo is the champion at 145 for Class A. He wins himself another championship.
Yeah, LJ Arajo, a freshman, wins his 3rd straight state championship for the Bismarck Demons.
So now they're going to get wrestlers set up to go to the podium. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
With the risks found in agriculture, it's important to have a crop insurance agent that understands your situation. Someone who will review your numbers and consider the different scenarios. Someone who understands farm programs and add-on options. IRE Insurance is here to help. With real-world experience, IRE Insurance will customize a plan to minimize your risk. Find out more at IREinsurance.com.
You're protected and appreciated at IRE.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsborough, for when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or need tire repair. Visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsborough, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum, thank you for your business, and they look forward to continuing to serve you at Sorum Oil Company.
Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you and your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
The friendly staff at Lemoore Drug Store reminds you, from school supplies, greeting cards, or prescription needs, you can find it all at Lemoore Drug Store. COVID antibody testing and the Johnson & Johnson COVID vaccine available, plus COVID-19 home antigen tests are available now. Watch out for the monthly flyer for monthly sales. Let Lemoore Drug Store be your one-stop shop. Lemoore Drug Store, located in the center of Lemoore in the Bank North Mall. For information, go to LemooreDrugStore.com.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, and they are just going through getting wrestlers on the podium here in the after the first couple rounds of the individual championships at the Fargo Dome. See if there's any updates on our team scoring. Class B, Lisbon 196, New Salem Almont 180, Central Cass 161, Bismarck Legacy 158 in the girls division. Bismarck 163.5 to Jamestown's 144.5 in the Class A division.
Here are your 138-pound Class A place winners.
So again, they're taking time here between matches to talk to place winners, or excuse me, to introduce the place winners and get them on the podium as they We'll get our next set of matches queued up here in our 3 mats for the girls, the Class A and the Class B as well. So we'll step aside. We'll take another break. Back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Lamore Hardware carries your everyday items from plumbing, electrical, automotive, and more. Check out their latest selection of Valspar paint alongside Milwaukee tools. Plus, stop by Lamore Hardware and browse their sweet pickin' section during the Galentine Shop Hop on February 10th, 11th, and 12th. Grab your friends and shop Lamore, Oaks, and Lisbon at over 15 stores. See Sweet Pickin's Facebook page for details or go online to LamoreHardware.com. That's LamoreHardware.com.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, and we are just about set for our next round of competition. 152-pound championship. It will be Blaze Ranke for Lisbon against Kale Eibach from Des Lacs Burlington. In the girls' competition from Williston, it will be Deja Sunquest against Sarah Nelson from Pembina County North. That will be the girls' 135-pound matchup. And they are just introducing the wrestlers yet again. Again, they're waiting for all the matches to start at the same time. They'll start with B, move on to girls, and then start with the Class A competition. And Kale Eibach from Des Lacs Burlington, Blaze Ranke from Lisbon, they are getting underway here at 152 pounds.
Yeah, we did see this match play out in New Salem at the East-West Classic with Eibach winning that one by a score of 6-4. Flurry of activity at the end of that match with Ranke throwing Eibach to his back, but it was just a little bit too much, too late, and he went down in that match 6-4. Sarah Nelson scores 2 points on the 135-pound match. It's now a 2-1 score, so Deja Sunquist scores an escape. And Sunquist now on a nice double leg takedown, takes down Nelson. It's a 3-2 score with Sunquist from Williston on top of that 135-pound championship match.
Going back, Kale Eibach goes for a double leg against Blaze Ranke. Will take him down and then goes out of bounds. So Eibach from Des Lacs Burlington scores first. Tim Cardemus from Bismarck Legacy. Isaac Felty from St. Mary's. That one no score, about a minute left in the first period, 152-pound match. So 3 matches all going here at once. High scoring in the girls match so far with 40 seconds left in the first period. Deja Sunquest from Williston, a 5-2 lead against Sarah Nelson from Pembina County North.
Eibach on top, maintain control of Blaze Ranke. They're down to 30 seconds in the first period. 2-0 score with Eibach leading that one. He has Ranke broke belly down, working hammerlock across the back.
Cardemus and Feckley still scoreless at 152 pounds, 30 seconds left in the first period in the Class A championship match. And the girls match, it might be over here, as Deja Sunquest from Williston has Sarah Nelson from Pembina County North on her side, trying to get her on her back. About 15 seconds left to go in the first period, and it looks like Sunquest has it locked in. And she releases, as I think there may be an injury here in the match. I don't believe there was a fall. No, there wasn't a fall. Sunquest will get 3 for a near fall, her lead at 9-2, but she had released as she heard Nelson reaction to an injury, so she released, and the official stops the match and gets the injury time rolling here on the girls' 135-pound championship match.
Yeah, Deja Sunquist, the aggressor on that match, that first minute of wrestling, she came out, fired up, scored a lot of points. A stalemate over on mat number 5 with Ranke from Lisbon and Ibach Deslax Burlington. Ibach still leads this one 2-0. He's on the bottom. Ranke riding on top.
Lisbon looking for their first individual champion here in this tournament. Mike Nelson finishing as a runner-up. Ibach comes around, swings himself around, has not gotten a point for an escape or a reversal, so Blaze Ranke still maintaining some sort of control. There he goes, he has the 2-on-1 behind that leg of Ibach. Over in the Class A match, Artemis from Legacy, a 2-1 lead against Feckley from St. Mary's. That one in injury time and the second period.
And they do get a stalemate, so Blaze Ranke able to draw a stalemate on that one. No change of position, 2-0, under a minute to go. That's in the second period. Ibach still up 2-0.
In the girls' 135-pound championship, they do resume, and the final few seconds will be run off. Deja Sunquest from Williston, a 9-2 lead against Sarah Nelson from Pembina County North. Again, Sunquest had Nelson on her back, was getting near fall points, and Nelson has that shoulder wrapped up, and Sunquest felt her react to an injury, so she let up, and they were able to resume the period. And Nelson from Pembina County North still looks like she's battling an injury, but she wants to continue on in this championship match. She'll be on top this period, the junior trying to get a turn against Deja Sunquest.
Down on the Class A mat, it's now Catermas has a lead for Bismarck Legacy, a 2-1 lead. They're up in the neutral position, 45 seconds to go on that over Felkley from Bismarck St. Mary's.
And Deja Sunquest will get the fall at 135 pounds. Sunquest from Williston is the champion, defeats Sarah Nelson from Pembina County North.
Well, Blaze Ranke looks like he will ride out Ibach. Ibach just trying to get a little separation at the end of the second period. It will be Ranke's choice to start the third. That's a 2-0 score. Ibach takes a 2-0 lead into the third period.
Coach Lucina telling Blaze Ranke he wants him down for this final 2 minutes, trailing 2-0 at the 152-pound championship.
Yeah, I saw Bowden Greenlee standing behind Coach Lucina, pointing down, giving him the same instructions.
And Bowden Greenlee, he's ready to go for his matchup coming up, looking for another state championship of his own.
On the Class A mat, it is 2-1 in favor of Bismarck Legacy's Tim Catermas. Both wrestlers come in here as seniors.
Tim Catermas from Bismarck Legacy, a 2-1 lead over Isaac Feckley from St. Mary's. That one into the third period just underway. Actually, Catermas a 3-1 lead.
Yeah, Ibach has Blaze Ranke broke belly down on the match, not giving him any room. They're at a minute 15 to go in the third period, still a 2-0 score.
Now, Ranke a sophomore, Ibach a junior.
What's
Blaze
that?
Ranke. Blaze Ranke was a wrestler that this year all the coaches felt kind of went under the radar a little bit, and he's here wrestling for a championship, 33-3 on his season. Ibach 48-0, and brings Ranke right back down to the mat.
It was a hard mat return by Ibach, just one of those things, kind of pound that wrestler into the mat and take a little bit of will and strength away from him.
50 seconds left to go in the third period here of this championship match. Lisbon trying to better secure their place as well, team points-wise. They lead 196-180 against New Salem Almont.
There's still now a 3-1 score with Catermas from Bismarck Legacy up over Feckley from Bismarck St. Mary's. That's 3-1. Now Catermas in on a nice double leg, tries to elevator that coming out the back door. They're under a minute to go.
29 seconds left for Kale Ibach from Delax Burlington and Blaze Ranke from Lisbon. That is a 152-pound championship. Ibach leads 2-0. Ranke to his feet. Ibach returns him to the mat. Ranke turns himself around but comes out of bounds. Ibach got that extra mat return, though it was out of bounds, and he has had a few hard ones against Ranke this period.
Yeah, just a 2-0 score, but Ibach doing what he needs to, staying on top of Ranke, riding him out.
Resuming here on the restart, 15 seconds to go. Ranke trying to come around for a reversal. and Eibach stretches him out to prevent it as there's 3 seconds left to go, and no points coming there. Kale Eibach from Des Lacs Burlington defeats Blaise Reinke from Lisbon 2-0 to be the champion at 152 pounds.
And we are going into overtime on mat number 3 between Feckley and McAddermass. That match is in overtime. They're tied up 3-3.
When a match can't be solved in regular time, we're going to overtime. Here are the Farmers Union Class A insurance match.
And the overtime period set to begin over in that Class A match. And there's some blood crew out there on that Class A mat. That's what's causing that delay to the start of overtime. Tim Cadamus from Bismarck Legacy 3, Isaac Feckley from St. Mary's 3. That is the 152-pound championship. And there we go, overtime. First period, first to score wins.
Yep, first period of overtime, sudden victory.
Once again, wrestling fans, these are both seniors. They were both fourth-place winners last season. One of them is going to be a state champion here at 152 pounds.
Oh, Feckley on the edge of the mat scores 2 points. So Isaac Feckley is your state champion, 152 pounds, Class A.
Yeah, Cadamus tried the throw, and Feckley just slid behind him and gets the takedown. So Isaac Feckley from St. Mary's is the champion. He's hit 152 pounds. They're getting wrestlers lined up for the podium. We'll take a break. Back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com as they are announcing wrestlers here on the podium. We're getting set for our next matchups here in this championship round. Bowden Greenlee from Lisbon at 160. Drew Rock from Bishop Ryan at 160. For the girls match at 140 pounds, Harvey Wells County's Hallie Matea. And then it's Kiera Aguilar from Minot. Well, in Class A, Colton Muse from Jamestown against Tyler Porter from West Fargo. Those are the matchups set to come up here in this round. And the extra round of wrestlers with the girls' competition to set on the podium is giving us some extra time here between matches as they now get the girls' wrestlers up to announce that weight class. Chase Miller down there by the podium somewhere. A lot of families out there getting their pictures in.
That'd be a little tough to navigate your way through that.
That's something I think we missed last year. So happy that we were able to get a tournament in on that COVID season, but some of this fanfare stuff that these wrestlers look forward to their entire career. Of course, if it's a choice between not a championship, not placing, and not having that, obviously that's what they're going to pick is the championship and the placement, but I'm happy to have that back here this year.
Yeah, it's just one of those mementos or one of those keepsakes that you have that you can take with you after you graduate is, you know, that photo of you with all the other wrestlers up on that state podium.
Again, getting ready for our next round of competition. No update on our score from Class B. It's Lisbon 196, New Salem Almont 180. And back over on the girls' side, Central Cass still remains at front, 161 to 158 for Bismarck Legacy. And I believe we may have Chase Miller down there over by the podium. Let's get a chance here to send it over with Chase.
All right, thank you very much, Joel. Henry still taking some photos, but let's talk with Trace Bocke again, his head coach. Trace, just talk a little bit about Henry here. Just an opportunity as a junior to finish as a state runner-up. What has his season been like for you to watch him throughout the year?
Yeah, no, for sure. It's been really good. Really excited for him. He's wrestled hard all year. Wrestled hard in the off season with us. Really big leader on the team, and it's nice to have him back for one more year. He's got this state finals, this whole state experience now, 1 year underneath his belt. Looking forward to next year. I mean, big things, and we only have one goal now, and that's the state championship. So let's go get it.
All right, well, we're going to bring him in. All right, thanks, Trace.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Henry Nelson now. And Henry at 145 pounds as a state runner-up. Just take us through this tournament the last 24 hours, able to get to this point and be on that podium.
I don't know, I've been directed by all my coaches. This is my first time. I don't know, I've never been so excited and pumped and stressed all at the same time. It's awesome, honestly, experience. I brought it all and just embraced it like it was just another match, and it feels amazing. I don't know, it was a close match, it was a loss, but at the end of the day I thought I did my best, and that's all I could ask for.
And you got that big smile on your face, and you get another year as well. So before I ask about that, are you getting the 15-gallon ice cream? I heard that's the after party. Are you going to get a gallon of that?
Oh, yeah, I'm for sure. Dude, oh my gosh, I can't wait.
The last thing for you, just what's the offseason going to be like, and what's your expectations heading into next year?
I'm probably just going to do a lot of open mats, any open mat can get, any summer drilling, and just light band work and just maintaining and keeping up my speed, my mobility, and strength, and hopefully good things come out of it. I'll definitely be working hard this summer.
All right, congratulations on a state runner-up.
Thank you very much.
Back to you, Joel.
Thank you, Chase. And looking at our competition here so far, already underway our next round, Bowden Greenlee in the 160-pound championship, a 6-2 lead against Drew Sauk from Bishop Ryan, and it's really a blood time right now, but Brent, it's been form of Bowden Greenlee all year.
Yeah, another strong performance by Bowden Greenlee, just relentless on his takedowns, and that's his strength, is his ability to, take his opponent down at will.
Over in the girls competition, it looks like Haley Matea from Harvey Wells County gets a takedown against Kira Aguilar from Minot, has her right on her back. That's the 140-pound championship, so LaMotta trying to get a win. And LaMotta does. Haley LaMotta gets the fall.
And in action on the Class A side of mat number 3, Colton Hughes scores 2 points for a takedown. He's up over Porter from West Fargo, up 2-0. They're under a minute to go in the first period.
So Haley LaMotta from Harvey Wells County, the champion again at 140. That's our first match in this round to get wrapped up. And looking at the matchup between Bowden Greenlee, that one resumes a 6-3 lead for him, 40 seconds left in the first period.
You're back on blood time on mat number 5 with Bowden Greenlee. He does lead this one 6-3. And Muse riding Porter. They're down to the last 15 seconds of that one. Colton Muse on top of Porter. Working a half on the far side, and breaks Porter belly down on the mat.
Yeah, blood time again in the matchup for Bowden Greenlee. So we'll have a bit of a stoppage over there, and I think Chase has another interview with us. I think it's 8th grader Grace Lamar from Central Cass. Chase.
Thank you very much, Joel. Grace, first and foremost, congratulations on a really nice season. Just kind of take us through what this year's kind of been like to see the growth of wrestling across the state and girls wrestling, and to be on this type of stage here at the Fargo Dome.
It's pretty nerve-wracking right away, and then I guess basically the growth of wrestling, it's gotten a long way this year. It quadrupled in size from last year, having about 60 girls at state to now at least 200.
Take us through just your season to be a state runner-up. I know obviously you want to be a state champion, but you still got a couple more years to get that goal off your list. Just what does it mean, though, to kind of get through this type of a season and get to that state championship match?
It means a lot to me since a lot of my family wrestles and they're really good at it. So it means a lot to me to be right here, where I am right now.
You mentioned about the family. Is wrestling definitely in the blood? Is that what it's all about kind of when you get to this time of the year?
Yes, absolutely.
Hey, Grace, thank you so much and best of luck down the line.
Thank you very much.
Back to you, Joel.
Thank you, Chase. Looking at this matchup still in blood time, Bowden Greenlee and Drew Zwack from Bishop Bryan. That is the 160-pound championship. Well, Colton Muse from Jamestown, a 4-0 lead against Tyler Porter from West Fargo.
Yeah, Bowden Greenlee took a shot to the nose, and it's just been a problem now breaking up the rhythm of this match.
And he's got about 3 minutes, 37 seconds left on that blood time. Now, Lisbon getting their first chance to score some more points. Their lead at 196 to 180 overall in Class B.
Yeah, I think the way that nose is acting up, if I was Bowden Greenlee, I'd just go out there and take care of his business on this one, not chance it, because you can lose a match because of blood time. Doesn't happen very often, but just looking at what's going on right now, it's something that he might have to start thinking about.
Yeah, we saw that a few years ago. It was a triangular. Last year, actually, it was a triangular at Central Cass. Grafton and Lisbon were there, and I don't remember who it happened in what match, but we saw a match lost at blood time. That was two things that you rarely see. You lose a match at blood time, and then Cash Waitson didn't have his mouth guard for his braces, so they couldn't find the mouth guard, so he had to lose his match on that front. So two probably of the rarer things that you're going to see in wrestling competition happening in that triangular. But yeah, that's just a stoppage there, and it looks like Bowden's ready to go and try to finish this up for his 160-pound championship. Over in Class A, Colton Muse from Jamestown, a 4-0 lead against Tyler Porter from West Fargo. That second period is in the books.
Now we are still in the first period, 21 seconds to go on mat number 5. It's a 6-3 score with Bowden Greenlee up over Drew Zwack.
Now Greenlee is ready to resume this match, and I think he's just going to try to end it here with 21 seconds left in the first period. And Zwack kind of sensing that Greenlee probably wants to wrap this up, and now Greenlee goes for that single leg. Will get the takedown. 8-3 his lead. And about 5 seconds left in that first period.
Tyler Porter does score, Colton Muse scores 1 point on an escape. It's a 5-0 score. They're at 1:11 to go in the 160-pound championship match on mat number 3. Greenlee on a nice high crotch shot, but Zwack just countering out. Comes with a crossface across the bridge of the nose of Greenlee. And now we're back to blood time again.
And Greenlee doesn't have a lot of it, 1:39.
Yeah, Zwack countered with that crossface, just came across the bridge of the nose of Bowden Greenlee, and that's what started the nosebleed again. We're down to 25 seconds in that match, championship match on mat number 3, 160 pounds. Colton Muse lead this one over Tyler Porter. Porter locked up head-to-head with Muse, looking for, a big move for a big match type throw here. And he does try a gator roll across, but Colton Muse stuffs that, has Porter on his back, and looking for the fall now is Colton Muse over Tyler Porter.
Yeah, Muse a 7-0 lead, doesn't need the fall. He gets the win there. 10-0 at Colton Muse from Jamestown, the champion at 160 pounds.
We're back underway. Action going on mat number 5. Bowden Greenlee picks up two more points for a takedown, 11-3 score.
And Greenlee just trying to get a turn. Greenlee looking for another champion here at 160 pounds.
Yeah, they just didn't award that 2 points to him. I'm pretty sure it should be 11-3.
And he's going to cut Zwack loose. See if they update the scoring. It'll be 9-3 with 59 seconds left in the second period. Greenlee 39-0 on the season. His championship win here at 160 would be big win number 40. Also a 200 match winner. Surpassed that over at the region tournament. Of course, I think it was a forfeit for the 200. So the 201st was the one that got celebrated by everyone there at the gym, which he was able to get on a fall. Another takedown for Greenlee, 11-4 his lead. 33 seconds left in the second period.
Yep, still a scoring issue over there on this mat. Greenlee should have 2 more points for a takedown. He was backing on another takedown, but it should be 13-5. Now it should be 15-5. Pretty sure they missed a 2-point.
14 seconds left in the second period. The only match that's going on here right now at the Fargo Dome. And now the period will end. Greenlee leads 13-5. I don't know if Greenlee's gone to the third period this season. He will be down to begin the third period.
Now they're looking over at the scoreboard. I think they're going to try to correct this score. It is 15-5.
Yeah, you're right. They did miss that takedown. Zwack looking like he was going to cut Greenlee loose, and it instead stays with him. And really down 15-5, 2 minutes left. Your only option is to try to get a fall if you want to pull this upset, and he knows it, and that's just wants to stay on top of Greenlee.
Yeah, he's in that position to hit that gator roll, some type of roll on Bowden Greenlee. Greenlee staying low on this one. We're back to blood time. Minute 39 to go in the third period. 15-5 score. Greenlee up by 10.
Yeah, blood time here on the mat. We'll step aside. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Jack Pulsrud from the Hillsborough and Central Valley School District, reminding you that ethics, integrity, and respect are values important to our daily lives. In our sporting events, they are translated into one word: sportsmanship. Sportsmanship is one of the strongest educational lessons and lifetime values taught by school activities. Remember that one simple word: sportsmanship. It's how you play the game. This message from the Hillsborough and Central Valley School Districts.
A little blood time allows us to catch our breath here as well. Chase Miller alongside with Brent and Joel with you here. And Brent, once you get to this stage of the season, especially at Bowden Greenlee, you don't want those blood times or those little things that just kind of throw you off rhythm. And it seems like Bowden didn't take too much time there with the blood time to get right back on top.
No, yeah, it does throw you off rhythm, and just kind of breaks that up for Bowden. Not able to string together, a little bit of chain wrestling to get himself into a pinning combination. But he's up now 17-5 right off the whistle.
Going up against Bishop Bryan, again, Drew, and you just can take a look at what it's been so far for Bowden Greenlee. I heard you guys just speak moments ago, just the type of career that he's putting together, and this just puts another exclamation point on a really fabulous season for a Lisbon Bronco wrestler.
Yeah, Bowden Greenlee in the hunt for his 4th state championship. This will be number 4 in a row for Bowden Greenlee, and also passing the 200 win mark in his junior season. So he is Bowden Greenlee, adding to the legend and the lore of Lisbon wrestling.
Under 60 seconds to go right now. Bowden Greenlee is, bracing against the clock, so to speak, where he just wants to find a way. And we saw him earlier in this tournament yesterday not take too many times in terms of a fall, where he just kind of, as we were talking with earlier, about, everyone's playing checkers and he's playing chess, and it just kind of feels like that when he's on the mat.
Yeah, Bowden Greenlee, he does, he goes in, he studies each wrestler that he goes up against, and he comes up with a game plan, and he just sticks to that.
And Rich Lucina, again, just kind of sees that, and all of a sudden now it's 21-7, and with the escape now it's 21-8, as Bowden Greenlee just continues to add on to the points, and is a 2-point takedown away from putting this one to bed here with 17 seconds, and there it is. A tech fall takedown, 25-8 with 17 seconds left to go in the third period. Bowden Greenlee does it again for the Lisbon Broncos, and the scary thing for everyone in the state, He's just a junior, so he's coming back for his senior season as well.
Yeah, he'll be back for his senior season in 2023, in the hunt for another state championship. And Bowden now, 4-time state champion for the Lisbon Broncos. He joins 2 other 4-time state champions for Lisbon, and Jordan Sowers, who graduated last year, and Michael Nord.
Is there another way to just describe to folks out there how tough it really is to not just be a state champ, but to be a multi-state and now a 4-time state and a chance to be a 5-time state champion a year? 365 days from now, he might have that opportunity here, Brent.
Right. For a wrestler like Bowden Greenlee and for these 4-time state champions, it's not. They just don't look at it as wrestling season. It's a lifestyle for them. They do this 365 days a year. They're either training, they watch their nutrition, they're getting into camps, they're wrestling over the summer. So it's just definitely it's a lifestyle choice for them.
As we're going to take a quick break here as they're honoring, again, the weight classes here at the North Dakota State Wrestling Tournament. You get one opportunity to get 3 on the mat, then all of a sudden you take a little break, honor the previous 1 or 2 weight classes from prior, so that'll allow us to take a quick break here. It's the North Dakota State Tournament individual championship round here for both the boys and the girls, Class A, Class B, on the boys' side here on your live event.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Pearlie, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart, east of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877.
The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro. You can buy beef by the quarter, half or whole beef from Mueller Angus, USDA inspected beef. Fill the freezer. Call Dave Mueller at 701-799-3032. 701-799-3032 to purchase beef by the quarter, half or the whole from Mueller Angus, Hillsboro.
Going to NDSCS, I found out way more than just like sports. I met a lot of people just on my floor, and then different activities you could go to that were on campus. For sure, I look back on all the memories and love it. My name is Grace, and I'm here for my future.
First week of college, I can't tell you how many friends I've made. It's a family, you know what I mean? Like every time I go to a meeting, like everyone knows my name. They're always kind to me. I love it. I can't explain how much I love it here. My name is Junior, and I'm here for my future.
The North Border Eagle Sports Boosters mission is to cultivate an environment that inspires students, athletes, coaches, parents, and communities to collectively create a positive and spirited atmosphere for all athletic programs. Search for North Border Eagle Sports Boosters on Facebook if you'd like to become a member or for more information today. The North Border Eagle Sports Boosters wishes the Eagles the best of luck in the tournament.
Olson Hardware in Hillsboro welcomes you to stop in. You can find all of your hardware needs for all seasons. They have everything you need to keep up with Old Man Winter, including shovels, scrapers, ice melt, and more. If you're doing remodeling or other do-it-yourself indoor projects this winter, stop by Olson Hardware. You can pick up your paints, stains, and all of the other accessories too. If you're in need of a mattress upgrade, stop and check out the amazing Rest Mattress at Olson Hardware. Your full-service hardware store, Olson Hardware in Hillsboro.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, an update on the team score for Class B. Lisbon 201.5, New Salem Almont 180. For the girls tournament, still Central Cass 161, Bismarck Legacy 158. Well, for Class A, it's Bismarck 168.5, against Jamestown 149.5. Our matches here already underway. Garrett Hebel from Memorial Litchfield Marion against Anton Caruth from Elladale Edgeley Cullum at 170. For the girls, Alyssa Johnson from Grand Forks Central against Ashley Potter from Bismarck. And Alyssa Johnson already a takedown, a 2-0 lead for her. Well, Jackson Walters from, no surprise, Jamestown at 170 against Draken Strugglemeyer from Bismarck Legacy. Jamestown has been very impressive in Class A with the number of wrestlers they have wrestling today.
Yeah, they have been. I wouldn't have expected this. Jamestown right now has 4 wrestlers in the finals.
And being a little bit closer there with previous jobs, it was like they were a team that was really trying to get things figured out. Now their wrestler on his back right now, Jackson Walters, is turned down by Stugelmeyer and escapes a pin, but Stugelmeyer has a lead now. I believe it's 5-0 in that lead. Every year I come and cover this tournament, the farther mats, the numbers are a little bit harder to see on the scoreboard.
I do like that they have the big numbers in the middle of the mat this year. So at least we can get that right.
Over on the girls' competition, Alyssa Johnson from Grand Forks Central, 2-1 lead against Ashley Potter from Bismarck. 40 seconds left in the first period there at the 145-pound championship. 170-pound championship between Hebel from Memorial Litchfield Marion and Anton Caruth from EEK. That one resumed and then stopped again for blood time. A testament to Region 1 is how they sit right now at 170 pounds. Hebel and Caruth, both Region 1 members, third place wrestler, a Region 1 member. Region 1 continuing to just show itself as far and away the toughest region in Class B. Back over in the girls' match, Alyssa Johnson has Ashley Potter on her back with 10 seconds left in the first period. And Alyssa Johnson from Grand Forks Central, she is the champion at 145 pounds. So a champion for Alyssa Johnson. She gets a fall in the first period. Johnson, right off the whistle, came out strong against Potter. Potter wasn't quite ready for that, and Johnson ultimately comes away with the win.
Yeah, I think it's just one of those things that the girls have to learn out here in the state championship match. You have to come out ready to wrestle, and if you're sitting back on your heels, bad things will likely happen out there.
Back in our Class B match, which this has been seemingly the longest first period we've seen today, Anton Caruth from EEK, Garrett Hebel from Memorial Litchfield Marion, they are scoreless with 19 seconds left. There's been a lot of stoppage of blood time. You see Garrett Hebel with the gauze just shoved up his nose trying to finish off this first period. Well, over on the Class A match, it is a 7-1 lead for Draken Stugelmeyer from Bismarck Legacy over Jackson Walters from Jamestown.
Yeah, they're in the second period with Jackson Walters up in this one 7-2. And the wrestlers go out of bounds. They'll have a restart back in the center of the mat.
That'll be Anton Caruth who will be on top. The Caruths themselves, I think they could start their own wrestling team. They've been very successful today. All of them have placed.
Yeah, they could. A couple years ago, they had their older brother Ethan Caruth, very good wrestler from EEK, 182-pound wrestler. I think he placed. Probably the highest place he achieved was a third-place finish, but multiple-time place winner in the Caruth family.
And Anton Caruth Garrett Hebel gets an escape. He leads 1-0 against Anton Caruth. A minute and a half to go in the second period over there. In our Class A match, Draken Stugelmeyer, a 7-2 lead against Jackson Walters. That's the 170-pound championship over there in Class A.
Caruth on a nice low single leg on Garrett Hebel. Hebel trying to counterattack on that, but Caruth able to hold his ground. No, he does take Garrett Hebel to the mat. Caruth is up in that one 2-1. Hebel hits the Granby roll. Now he comes back through that, continues to wrestle as Garrett Hebel. He ties it up. He's up now 3-2. Hebel up on top of this one, 3-2.
Hebel just kind of grace under fire there. Caruth looked like he was going to turn him for a big move, and Hebel kept moving, comes around, gets his own points, but now another stoppage for blood time. I know something about that mat tonight. Last two matches have been a struggle.
Yeah, Class B losing a lot of blood tonight in the championship matches. That is one thing about Garrett Hebel, though, is that A lot of other wrestlers, they just stopped. Once they got taken down, they just stopped wrestling. And he kept wrestling through that, hit that Granby, and was able to come back out and reverse it.
£182 championship on tap next. Clifton from Carrington against Silas Ranke from Lisbon, and that was a heck of a way to finish last night. Ranke getting that win. It looked like he was dead to rights, like he was gonna fall and bump into the wrestleback. Kept going even through an injury time, using almost all of his injury time. Comes back, the senior shining in his last opportunity here at the Fargo Dome.
Yeah, Silas Ranke taking full advantage of his first and last state tournament in the championship match at 182 pounds.
Resuming in our Class B match, Garrett Hebel is able to return Anton Caruth back to the mat, but Caruth keeping a majority of himself free except for that ankle, and they come out of bounds. Hebel trying to get that elevation on that ankle, but they are stopped with 38 seconds left in the second period. Class A match, that one into the third period, 1:36 to go. Stugelmeyer from Bismarck Legacy 7, Jackson Walters from Jamestown 3.
Anton Caruth working on Garrett Hebel, trying to score some points. Now Anton Caruth scores 2 points for reversal. Now a 4-3 score with Caruth up on top. Hebel on the bottom working another, just kind of chain wrestling through this, trying to wrestle through this position.
And they're going to give 2 to Hebel on that reversal, 5-4. It's like, it feels like a basketball game right now with no one getting stopped. Someone gets points, the other person gets points, just back and forth, 5-4, a lot of scoring coming that period.
Yeah, a lot of good wrestling between these two. You know, neither one satisfied with just giving up a 2-point takedown or 2-point reversal. If they're scored on, they're going to counterattack right away.
Up to our final minute over in the 170-pound Class A championship. 8-5 the lead for Drake and Stugelmeyer for Bismarck Legacy over Jackson Walters. Strike that. Walters gets an escape. It's 8-6, 37 seconds left. Walters fighting for that takedown to try to tie it up. They come out of bounds, both on their feet for this final 37 seconds.
Yeah, Walters putting himself in position to either tie it up or take the lead in this one.
And Walters knows he needs a big move here, and Stugelmeyer just continues pummeling a little bit and walking him back. Walters goes for the low single, comes behind Stugelmeyer. If he can come around, he can tie this. Has about 10 seconds left. And they're going to call a stalemate and get them to restart with 8 seconds left. So Walters needs a big move over here to try to win the championship at 170 pounds. Walters can't get the takedown. In fact, it's Stugelmeyer who does it. And Drake and Stugelmeyer from Bismarck Legacy is the champion at 170 pounds for Class A.
Yeah, mat number 5, we're tied up 5 apiece with Hebel and Anton Caruth at 1:23. Wrestlers are neutral in the center of the mat. So Caruth and Hebel tied up for this 170-pound championship on the Class B side.
Yeah, a minute left to go, and these two have seen each other a whole lot this year, so it is not a lot you can throw at your opponent to really try to get them off guard, and now blood time coming here, a stoppage again at this mat.
Yeah, I think that's one reason why this one is tied up here 5-5, because they've already thrown everything at each other throughout the season. They're very familiar.
Quick blood time ends, the final 50 seconds here of this 170-pound championship match. .40 seconds to go.
Yeah, Caruth just leaning in on Hebel. Hebel snaps Caruth to the edge of the mat, but no out of bounds count. Still 5-5, under 30 seconds to go.
.22 seconds and counting left, third period. 5-5 here at the 170-pound championship.
Cruz staying in on the offense. Hebo counters that with an underhook. Under 10 seconds now. This one looks like it's going to go into overtime.
And it will. We'll see our first overtime here in the championship round. Actually, we did see overtime, back in Class A. First time here in Class B. And Hebel really aggressive out of that whistle.
Yeah,
Caruth he was ready for it.
He was. Caruth right off the whistle tried to hit that low single. Hebel countered with the reshot.
And now Caruth gets himself behind Hebel, and they both come out of bounds. No, he will get the takedown. Anton Caruth in overtime from EEK is the champion at 170 pounds. Big win for Anton Caruth. A great battle, though, between those two. We're going to take a break. We'll be back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Olson Accounting offers services for individuals including financial and retirement planning, taxes, estate planning, and elder care. For business, Olson Accounting can help you with a variety of services including payroll, audit, strategic planning, and taxes. Learn more about these services and more to help you and your business or farm operation by visiting colsoncpa.com or call 701-683-2700. Olson Accounting of Lisbon.
You can trust Paul's Hometown Repair for professional service on your vehicles, cars, vans, pickups. Bring them in to Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro. Whether it's light work such as oil changes and tune-ups, or more serious matters including transmission work and engine overhauls, they'll get the work done for you at Paul's Hometown Repair. They'll get your vehicle back on its wheels, running like new. Call 436-4676 to schedule your vehicle for service at Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro.
The Command IQ app helps me manage the Wi-Fi in every room of the house however I want. Like this room, where my wife talks to her friends in her book club every week. She's my best friend.
Time out. Have you seen the abs on the latest Bachelor? My husband used to have abs, but now he just has flabs. Now, he says he works out, but I think...
It's not a book club meeting, it's a make fun of me meeting. Well, what happens in book club doesn't always stay in book club. So?
Oh. Darla? Honey! My Wi-Fi is down. That never happens.
Well, that's strange. Well, we'll see if we can get someone to come fix it next month.
Okay, but what am I supposed to do about book club?
I don't know. Maybe read a book? Command IQ, you're my new best friend.
Contact the guys at RDK Enterprises before the winter breaks to spring and your equipment isn't ready for the field. RDK Enterprises specializes in seed meter calibration, planter maintenance, and they have the full line of precision planting products. Call them up and schedule your maintenance or software updates at 701-636-2119. They're more than happy to talk about any other issues that may be affecting your precision planting. Spring is closer than you think, and RDK Enterprises in Hillsboro and Drayton can help you out. 701-636-2119 or planterdoc.com.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or need tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum, thank you for your business, and they look forward to continuing to serve you at Sorum Oil Company.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program. It's a young savers club with various incentives, newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to learn more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
And we are back on YourLiveEvent.com and on for our next round of competition. And we'll have wrestling for 182 pounds first. It'll be Michael Clifton from Carrington against Silas Ranke from Lisbon. On the girls' competition, Jordan Flynn from Central Cass against Elizabeth Greco from Williston at 155. Well, in the Class A, it will be at 182, Brock Fettig from Bismarck against Ole Taylor from Bismarck Century. Silas Ranke winning an exciting match yesterday in the semifinals. A senior 182-pounder. His whole career, he had just great wrestlers around him, and he stuck it out these 4 years, and it's paying off for a chance to wrestle for a championship.
Yeah, Silas Ranke, he learned a lot in that wrestling room, like we talked about, just making all the wrestlers around him better, and those wrestlers in turn taught Silas Ranke a lot, taught him a work ethic, and a lot of technique that he's out here, showing here in his senior year.
Yeah, he falls behind 2-0. Michael Clifton gets the takedown and has the chicken wing in and trying to turn, and Silas Ranke just fighting it off. Yesterday looked like he was going to be pinned. It was going to be over. He was going to go into the wrestlebacks, fought through an injury, and comes away with the win via fall there yesterday to go on to this championship match.
Yeah, I think Silas Ranke just has to weather this first minute or this storm by Michael Clifton, and he'll be okay in this match. He's able to fight off his back now and just come away from that scramble down 2-0.
In the girls' 155-pound match, Elizabeth Greco from Williston gets a takedown against Central Cass's Jordan Flynn. She leads 2-0. Minute left in the first period there. Well, over at 182 pounds from Bismarck, Brock Fettig, who is 47-1 this year, has a 2-0 lead against Ole Taylor from Bismarck Century.
And Michael Clifton has Silas Ranke now stretched out, just relentless on that head and arm that he has Ranke in. Kept on working that on Ranke. Now he has Ranke's in the shoulders flattened out on the mat, and Ranke bridges through. Still a little life in Silas Ranke. They're down to 20 seconds left in that first period.
And it's going to be Michael Clifton, the pin against Silas Ranke. So Clifton, the champion at 182. Silas Ranke, his first full season as a starter. He's a runner-up at 182. And I think Chase Miller might be ready for us here with Bowden Greenlee. Chase?
Thank you very much, Joe Bowden. First and foremost, congratulations on another championship. What does this one mean? Your fourth one. What does this one mean for the 2021-22 season?
It's just another step to where I'm trying to be.
You mentioned about another step where you're trying to be. Take us through that championship match when you're able to finally garner enough points and try to get that tech fall. What was kind of going through your mind?
Yeah, I was pretty unhappy when we both shot at the same time and we smashed heads and I was bleeding everywhere. But other than that, it was all right. I felt like I got to my offense pretty okay. So.
Your coach has said this before, Rich. Sometimes people are playing checkers, they're playing chess out there on the match. What do you kind of do? How do you prep yourself? How do you kind of go into each particular match against a different opponent?
I don't know. I pretty much have the same routine every time. You're warming up with my good friend, state finalist, 152 pounds, Blaze Ranke. And then we're just getting mentally ready after that. That's what we're preparing for. So
take us inside that Lisbon wrestling room. How much work goes behind the scenes that people don't see on a day in, day out effort?
Yeah, I like to think we have the hardest working crew in the whole state. I mean, we bust our asses hard. So yeah.
Is a last thing for you, now that you are able to get this championship, how does your mentality change from an individual to team duels coming up tomorrow?
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's my job. We got to get the team ready and go have fun, go score some bonus points, and we got to beat some good teams tomorrow, so it should be fun.
All right, well, we'll see you tomorrow. Wrestle one more time here this season.
Yep. Yeah, sounds good.
Back to you, Joel.
Thank you, Chase. Talking to Bowden Greenlee, state champion for the Lisbon Broncos. And we do have a final in the girls matchup. Elizabeth Greco from Williston defeats Jordan Flynn from Central Cass at 155 via fall in the girls competition. A winner for Class A, Brock Fettig gets the win. That was a fall, Fettig, a fall over Ole Taylor from Bismarck Century. So this round of competition comes to an end here at the state tournament. They're going to get them up on the podium. We'll take a break. Back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
New Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans are here. In the Hillsboro area, contact Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877. These new Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans feature exclusive genetics and high-demand trait platforms like Enlist E3 soybeans and XtendFlex soybeans. Golden Harvest Seeds. Talk with your area representative, Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877 for Golden Harvest Seed.
Your family farm has been adapting to challenges in the field for generations. Taupe Insurance is here to help you weather the storm when those challenges arise. Visit with Taupe Insurance today about a quote or review of your policies. Taupe Insurance offers coverage on your farm's assets, crop, and hail insurance, plus home and auto, commercial, and life insurance. Stop in for a visit today at their office in Castleton or give Taupe Insurance a call at 701-347-4045.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
The Lisbon Bronco Athletic Boosters is a group of parents, coaches, and community members whose mission is to enrich the Lisbon High School athletic community by providing financial support for Lisbon High School athletic programs and events. If you are interested in getting involved, they invite you to join the Bronco Athletic Booster Group on Facebook to learn more. The Lisbon Athletic Boosters send a good luck wish to all athletes competing today.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, our coverage of the championship round of the individual tournament, and team score update. Lisbon at 201.5 to 180 from New Salem Almont, so I think it's safe to say Lisbon has secured another championship. On the girls' side of competition, looking at Central Cass 161, Bismarck Legacy 158 there. Well, Class A, the team score, Bismarck 174, Jamestown 149. Bismarck is so talented, and it was expected to be where they're at right now in terms of the score, but Jamestown, the story there of how much that program has grown leaps and bounds these last few years. And Chase down over by the podium trying to grab someone. I think he's going to try to get us Anton Caruth, but Caruth wrestling a very good match there at 170, defeating Garrett Hebel in overtime.
That was, the 5th or 6th time those two had met this year, and Anton Caruth came out on top of that one, winning his state championship at 170 pounds.
Yeah, a lot to take away from the competition between those two.
Yeah.
Let's see if Chase can find someone over here, but and there we go, Chase.
Thank you very much, Joel. Anton, first and foremost, congratulations on the championship match. Just talk about going up against Garrett Hebel, a guy that you know probably pretty well on the mat in terms of a defending champ as well. Just take us through what you're able to get done to be on top of the podium here at that weight class of 170 pounds.
I tried wearing him out. I think I was better conditioned than him. And I knew he's a very good scrambler, so I wanted to get my two quick and get back up.
After you're able to win that championship, obviously you look over at your coaches, able to look over at the fan base. What was going through your mind once you knew you were going to be a state champ?
Pure joy, I guess. It was fun.
Can you just take us through these last 24 hours in terms of a lot of wrestling, obviously, from yesterday into today? You kind of had to wait around once you finally got the player introductions. Fargo Dome is dark. You get to hear the banner. You wait around a little bit once you got your time. What was the emotions kind of going like throughout the day?
I was just very nervous, yes.
Can you just take us through your family? I mean, we look out here, a lot of Caruso there. What is it about Caruso and wrestling?
My dad was a good wrestler. He wrestled college and got third in state in Minnesota, so he's pretty cool. And I have 2 younger brothers that both got third this year, and 1 older brother that got third his senior year. So
that's what it's all about. It's about family, wrestling, and blood, right?
Yeah, it is.
Well, thanks so much for your time, and congratulations again on a state championship.
Yeah, thanks.
Back to you, Joel.
Chase Miller again talking to Anton Caruth about his championship win against Garrett Hebel. That one coming in overtime at 170 pounds, and we're getting ready for our next round of competition here in this individual tournament. So we'll start with Class B. Carson Mertz from Harvey Wells County against Brandon Zelsler from Velva. That's 195 pounds. Carson Mertz injured during the football season and missed the playoffs for Harvey Wells County. Wasn't sure he'd be back for wrestling, has made it back and has made an impact. 31-1 on the season. Over in mat number 6, it is South Borders Christy Shockley wrestling against Emma Buey from Des Lacs Burlington. Well, in the 195-pound championship in Class A, Ben Nagel from Bismarck against Broden Muskie from Valley City. So that's what we have in front of us now. And Mertz and Zelsler are just very tentative right now here with about a minute 15 left in the first period.
Yeah, I think Mertz and Zelsler have wrestled each other before, so a little bit of mutual respect between the 2 wrestlers, just trying to fill each other out.
And you do get to this point of the season. That's why you look at the Letterman tournament, the Storahog. You find these opportunities to wrestle people that you don't see all year. Class A schools, teams from out of state. Storahog, you have a team down from Lakeville North, or some wrestlers down there. Chances you see different competition, different looks, and different workouts. And now over here on mat number 5, the girls matchup, Emma Buey from Des Lacs Burlington has Christy Shockley on her back in the 170-pound championship. Buey has a lead. It will be 5-0 with those near fall points if they survive, if Christy Shockley survives giving up a fall here.
Yeah, Shockley has 40 seconds to fight off her back with Buey on top.
Buey has a 3-point near fall. She'll get back to her stomach. Their official will relay that to the scores table. Buey's lead now at 5-0.
They're still scoreless in the mat number 5 on the B side, 195 pounds between Zelsler and Mertz. And they're under 10 seconds to go in the first period, scoreless in the first.
Yeah, 3 mats going on here, but I think this is the quickest we've seen first periods end all around here in this tournament.
It is. No blood time or no stoppage in wrestling really on all 3 mats.
So 195-pound Class B matchup between Mertz and Zelsler, no score. The girls match at 170 pounds, Shockley from South Border and Buey from Des Lacs Burlington. It's Buey with a 5-0 lead. Well, the 195-pound Class A match, it's Ben Nagel from Bismarck 2, Broden Muskie from Valley City, no score. All of those first periods ending, and our second periods all beginning at the exact same time. It's the little things that impress here at this tournament when you get to this point.
It wasn't planned to do that, but they did.
And it's going to be Mertz on top here to begin the second period at 195 pounds. He tries to get a turn of Zelsler. Over in the girls matchup, Emma Buey was down to start the period. She gets a reversal. Her lead at 7-0 against Christy Shockley from South Border. Mertz almost had a turn, and now Zelsler gets himself around. If he would have popped that head free, would have had points on a reversal. And they're going to talk about it. They might give him the point for the escape.
Yeah, I think they're either talking about the near fall or 1 point. Yep, loss of control.
Yeah, so Zelsler gets that 1 point to take the lead, 1-0.
I was impressive by Mertz. Had a armbar in and then jumped across and took Zelsler momentarily to his back, but Zelsler popped right back up to his feet and scored that 1 point for loss of control.
Yeah, the advantage of having 2 officials out here at this point. I know you get in most tournaments, but on your weekly duels, you're not, and it does cost you some points from time to time. And not to the fault of the official. It's just one of you, you know, You can't ask the coaches because they're going to tell you what they want to get on those calls.
Yeah, they might be a little bit biased in that.
Emma Buey from Des Lacs Burlington getting a turn against Christy Shockley from South Border, and Buey gets the pin. She is the champion, 170 pounds for Des Lacs Burlington.
Yeah, Nagel and Muskie down on mat number 3, 195, Class A. Nagel leads this one 3-0. Nagel in on a nice power double. Scores 2 points for a takedown, hits that blast double. It's now 5-0, and they're under 40 seconds to go in the second period.
Braden Selsler from Velva still a 1-0 lead against Carson Mertz from Harvey Wells County at the 195-pound championship match in Class B. Now it's 2-1. Mertz will pick up a pair of points.
Yeah, Mertz has been the aggressor in this one, you know, with that turn attempt, and now with this nice double leg takedown on the edge of the mat. Seltzler has been mostly just trying to counter Mertz.
And 7 seconds left in that period on that restart. The Tapper ready to go on that.
Final seconds down on mat number 3. It's a 5-1 score. Muskie down 5-1 to Nagel from Bismarck. And Muskie's choice, he chooses bottom to start the third.
Third period between Mertz and Selsler, and it will be neutral position. Didn't see who had the choice to start the period, but Carson Mertz, a 2-1 lead. Mertz 31-1 on the season. Again, he missed the last few weeks of the football season for Harvey Wells County. They lost in the first round of the playoffs against Central Cass, but the player that they knew that they needed, actually they lost in the second round, but either way, wasn't sure he'd be out here for the wrestling season. He's been more than impressive for the Hornets.
Yeah, definitely another nice move there by Mertz. Hit a duck under on the edge of the mat, able to pull Seltzler down. He's up 4-1.
And looks like we're going to get some blood time there on mat number 5. 11 o'clock will be the start of dual competition tomorrow. We'll have coverage of both the Lisbon Broncos and the Central Cass Squirrels. You can listen to it right here on yourliveevent.com. If you're listening now and want to go back for a chance to listen to some of these interviews or some of these matches, all of this will be on demand on yourliveevent.com as well.
And Nagel and Muskie, 7-3, they're up in the neutral position, center of the mat. Muskie riding over the top in that situation position on Nagel. They're under 40 seconds to go now in the third period. Nagel leads this one 7-3.
Mertz able to get Seltzler back down to the mat. Minute 15 in counting left. The third period here at 195 pounds. Getting down to just a handful of weight classes left here in the individual tournaments. .220 pounds slated to do up next. 50 seconds left in the third period between Carson Mertz of Harvey Wells County and Brandon Seltzler of Velva. Seltzler got the escape to make it 4-2, and he took down Mertz as they came out of bounds. The officials discussing points. They will not give the points to Braden Seltzler, and you can see the fans not happy with the call. That was a close one.
Yeah, it was just right on the edge of the mat. That's, one of those calls go either way when you're wrestling that edge of the mat.
And we do have a champion in Class A. It is Fettig, the winner there in that championship match. And another takedown for Mertz. He has himself some insurance. 6-2 his lead, now 6-3 as he cuts Seltzler loose and takes him down again. Will be 8-3 with 17 seconds left. So Carson Mertz, the senior from Harvey Wells County, will be the champion at 195 pounds.
Yeah, Mertz impressive with this championship performance. Just able to take Seltzler down, let him back up, take him down again. So just relentless with those takedowns.
And back up to his feet, Seltzler. 8-4 the score. Mertz will toss him out of bounds, 9 seconds left. And Carson Mertz will now be the champion here at 195 pounds. He defeats Braden Selsler from Velva. Nagel is the 195-pound champion at Class A. They'll get him up to the podium. We'll take a break. Back on YourLiveEvent.com.
Wallach Johnson Insurance is your friendly neighborhood team of qualified insurance professionals celebrating 40 years of service in 2021. As an experienced independent insurance agency, they have access to highly rated insurance companies and can shop around to find you an affordable solution for farm, crop, business, home, and auto insurance. Visit them at one of the locations in Lisbon, Winter, or Rutland and get a free quote started today. Call or text toll free at 888-683-5253 or visit their website at nd-insurer.com.
From on-site farm repairs to maintaining the condition of your vehicle, trust the staff at Welton's Tire Service. They've served the Lisbon area since 1972, guaranteeing customer satisfaction and workmanship from farm equipment, tire services, and preventative vehicle maintenance. You'll find it all from affordable prices, free estimates, to their knowledgeable technicians answering any question. Welton's Tire Service is locally owned and located on Main Street in Lisbon. For information, go online to weltonstire.net or call 701-683-5136.
Hillsborough Drug and Gift, your area Health Mart pharmacy, is bringing you the savings on your cough and cold medications, including Luden's Throat Drops, just $1.49 per package. Health Mart Cold and Flu Severe 24-count caplets, $5.49. Health Mart Cough DM Liquid, $8.99. Health Mart Nighttime Liquid Caps are $4.99. And get this Health Mart bonus, Omeprazole Acid Reducer. Get 28 tablets plus 14 free for just $15.99. Hillsborough Drug and Gift and Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com and getting ready for another round here of competition in the individual wrestling tournament. To Chase Miller down by the podium trying to get us some interviews. In the meantime, let's tell you what's on tap. 220 pounds, no surprise. Ashton Peterson from South Border Wrestling. Eli Bjornstad from Pembina County North. No surprise on either side, as those two, I think, were slated, expected to be wrestling at this point. In the girls' competition, Phoenix Lindstedt from Bismarck Legacy against Gracie Hoffman from South Border. Well, in the 220-pound Class A match, it's Isaiah Hoos from Bismarck against Caden Turnbow from Minot for the 220-pound championship. And Lisbon right now still in front, well in front in the overall score, so I think it's safe to say they will win another championship. Tomorrow is going to be the other leg of trying to win another double championship here for this season.
You know, Lisbon putting together their 6th straight championship, dating back to 2017.
And I think we have Chase Miller over by the podium. Chase.
Thank you very much. With us now, Silas Rankin. Silas, let's first and foremost just talk about being a Lisbon Bronco wrestler. What has it meant to you, being able to wear these type of colors and be part of a program that has a lot of story, tradition, and also a really good history here the last handful of years?
Yeah, I just love being a part of the team. And really I just love that everybody's really good and helps each other out and everything, and it's such a great team to be a part of.
Just take us through this season once, new guys had to fill some new roles as they do every year, maybe go up a weight class or find themselves. What's it been like just to see yourself, but also some of your teammates just success and have this success here at the state tournament?
It's just been a pleasure to see everybody just do as well as they can and try their hardest, and that's all really that counts.
Take us through your run to a state runner-up. What was it like here at the Fargonome, last night and also here this evening?
Just another mat, and so I just took it as that. You're only wrestling one guy, so it doesn't change at all. Just a little bigger crowd.
Now that you get ready for the duels, what kind of changes in your mindset, or does anything really change too much from the individual to the dual portion that you guys will take part of tomorrow morning?
Just support each other throughout the entire team. Make sure nobody gets in the downs, and keep everybody just rolling so we can really carry home the win.
Silas, thanks so much for your time, and we'll look forward to seeing you wrestle again tomorrow morning and afternoon.
Thank you.
Back to you, Joel.
All right, thank you, Chase Miller, out here checking in with Silas Ranke, runner-up here for this Lisbon Broncos team at 182 pounds. 220-pound championship for Class B underway. Ashton Peterson from South Border, Eli Bjornstedt from Pembina County North. Those two seniors wrestling against each other, have seen each other a lot throughout their careers, as Ashton Peterson will chase out Bjornstedt with a double leg, unable to get the takedown.
Yeah, Ashton Peterson, a couple nice double leg attacks on Bjornstedt, just not able to secure that double leg and take him down to the mat. But a couple nice attacks, offense coming from Ashton Peterson.
No score in the girls' match. 45 seconds left in the first period. At 190, Phoenix Lindstedt from Bismarck Legacy, Gracie Hoffman from South Border. Now it looks like Hoffman gets a takedown with 37 seconds left in the period. Over in the Class A match, Isaiah Hoos from Bismarck against Caden Turnbow from Minot. No score there, maybe blood time in the first period. I think girls matches, we haven't seen any blood time. Class A matches, we haven't seen it plenty in the Class B.
Had just a little injury time on mat number 5 with the girl, or mat number 6 with the girls, but that's been about it.
And first period ends between Ashton Peterson and Eli Bjornstedt. No score. I believe it'll be Bjornstedt will be down to start the period. And they'll give a caution to Bjornstedt. And Bjornstedt to his feet. Peterson sweeps the leg, gets him back down, or we turn him back to the mat. Quickly gets a turn, and Bjornstedt gets right back to his belly. About a minute 39 and counting left here in the first period of the 220-pound championship.
220 on Class A. It's still scoreless. 40 seconds to go on that one with Hughes from Bismarck. That's a scoreless in the first period, under 30 seconds now to go.
Yeah, next up will be heavyweights, and that's one that I'm interested in. Okeson against Hines. I think two different style heavyweight wrestlers going at it for that Class B title. Over in the girls match, Gracie Hoffman trying to get a turn against Phoenix Lindstedt from Bismarck Legacy. Gets the turn, does Hoffman, but rolling right through it is Lindstedt.
And Peterson has a half Nelson buried deep on Bjornstedt, has him over on his back. Picks up near fall, does Ashton Peterson. Now he comes back around with a barn bar. He has Bjornstedt flattened out. Ashton Peterson, your 220-pound champion, wins by foul in the first period. Ashton Peterson, your state champion at 220 pounds.
Perfect season. 38-0, another championship signaling to the South Border faithful. He has been a tough opponent all season long, and no surprise that he is a state champion. We might have another state champion we do for the girls. Gracie Hoffman from South Border gets a pin at 190. How about that? The Mustangs get a pair of championships.
Yeah, nice back-to-back wins for the South Border Mustangs, and that's a great way for Ashton Peterson to go out as a senior, undefeated state champion.
Our only match now is the Class A, which is in injury time right now.
Just following Bismarck wrestling a little bit, Isaiah Hughes, similar to Carson Mertz, had a football injury, went through a little bit of surgery on that knee, and was able to come back and finish out this wrestling season. He's here in the state championship.
He's 34-1 on the season. Caden Turnbow from Minot, 33-8. Hughes will get the escape to lead 1-0, but I think we're going to see blood time again at that mat. Actually, it was injury time the first time. Now this is going to be blood time.
Yep.
That was quick one as they're ready to go here. Minute 56, that second period just underway. Hughes getting himself a quick escape.
Say Isaiah Hughes as a freshman wrestled for New Salem, and then his sophomore year switched over wrestling for Bismarck Demons.
Minute and a half now to go in the second period. A 1-0 lead. A battle between these two. Bismarck a chance to add on to their pretty sizable lead here at 178.5 compared to Jamestown's 149.5. And minutes 10 now left in that period. They are in the second period. Only match going on now between the three mats.
Yeah, Hughes and Turnbull just locked up there in the center of the mat. And now Hughes, nice power through on a single leg, returns Turnbull down to the mat. And we have blood time, so he's up 3-0.
Blood time on the mat. We'll step aside. Back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
Sorum Oil Company, Highway 81 in Hillsboro. For when you need repair work done on your vehicle, need an oil change, need new tires, or need tire repair, visit Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro. They fill LP tanks, bulk delivery of your home heating or farm fuels, and carry batteries. Call your locally owned full-service gas station, Sorum Oil Company in Hillsboro, 701-636-5356. Brad, Jody, and Blake Sorum, thank you for your business, and they look forward to continuing to serve you at Sorum Oil Company.
The Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts share this message to all community members about building assets in your community. Hi, this is Hayden Allen. Young people grow strong through positive relationships with adults. It only takes a small investment of time to truly make a difference in a young person's life. You can help build up a young person by taking just a minute to give them words of encouragement and advice, making them feel the true impact they have in the community. A message provided by everyone at Hillsboro and Central Valley School District.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, and the matchup here in Class A is back underway. Isaiah Hughes from Bismarck 3, Caden Turnbull from Minot scoreless. This is 220 pounds. 10 seconds left in the second period. You've had injury and 2 blood stoppages up here in this matchup. That period just about to come to an end, and it does. This will be the final period between these two. The only match that is going on right now in the building. Other matches warming up. Next up in Class B, Coy Okeson from Bishop Ryan against A.J. Hines from New Salem Alma. Over in the girls competition, 250-pound matchup, Katie Sinner from Central Cass against Paris Eslick from Jamestown. So that is the next matchup on tap in the next round.
On that start in the third period, Hughes still riding on top of Turnbull. As Turnbull broke belly down in the mat, trying to work or dig out a hammerlock as Isaiah Hughes, but Turnbull able to counter that. And Hughes gives up on the hammerlock now, just riding behind, back up on the hips.
About a minute 15 left to go. So heavyweights up next as well for Class A. Navion Hayes from Watford City will wrestle against Dylan Carlquist. And now the final 50 seconds. Hughes hangs on for the win. Again, more points coming in the way of Bismarck, who came into the day knowing that they were well in front to win another championship, which would be a nice streak of theirs, I believe every championship since 2017 has belonged to the Demons. "25 seconds left to go in this matchup, and Hughes just trying to ride out this time against Caden Turnbull from Minot. And here we go, final 7 seconds of the matchup. And Isaiah Hughes from Bismarck will be the champion at 220 pounds for the Demons. He wins this one by a 3-0 decision against Caden Turnbow from Minot. We'll step aside. More coming your way next on YourLiveEvent.com.
You can trust Paul's Hometown Repair for professional service on your vehicles, cars, vans, pickups. Bring them in to Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro. Whether it's light work such as oil changes and tune-ups, or more serious matters including transmission work and engine overhauls, they'll get the work done for you at Paul's Hometown Repair. They'll get your vehicle back on its wheels, running like new. Call 436-4676 to schedule your vehicle for service at Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro. New Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans are here. In the Hillsboro area, contact Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877. These new Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans feature exclusive genetics and high-demand trait platforms like Enlist E3 soybeans and XtendFlex soybeans. Golden Harvest Seeds. Talk with your area representative, Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877 for Golden Harvest Seed.
RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart, east of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877.
Olson Hardware in Hillsboro welcomes you to stop in. You can find all of your hardware needs for all seasons. They have everything you need to keep up with Old Man Winter, including shovels, scrapers, ice melt, and more. If you're doing remodeling or other do-it-yourself indoor projects this winter, stop by Olson Hardware. You can pick up your paints, stains, and all of the other accessories too. If you're in need of a mattress upgrade, stop and check out the amazing Rest Mattress at Olson Hardware. Your full-service hardware store, Olson Hardware in Hillsboro.
For all your flooring needs, look no further than Carlson Customs Incorporated. From tile, Cortex, and laminate flooring, waterproof floors, shower tiles, and carpet, you are sure to find what you need to update or create the perfect feel in your home or business. Locally owned and operated, Carlson Customs Incorporated. Call Todd at 218-531-0176.
You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsboro. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
As a small business owner, you learn to wear a lot of hats. The custodian hat, the IT hat, and well, the you should have called a professional hat. Auto Owners takes care of your business insurance, so you can take care of everything else. That's simple human sense.
Rivers Edge Insurance Agency, Halsted, 218-456-2172.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com and on to our heavyweights for Class B. Coy Okeson from Bishop Ryan against AJ Hines from New Salem Almont. For the girls competition, Katie Sinner from Central Cass against Paris Eslick from Jamestown. Well, in the Class A competition, Evian Hayes from Watford City against Dylan Carlquist from Fargo Davies. So our Class B competition already underway. Coy Okeson, 35-3 on the year, a sophomore. AJ Hines, a junior, 37-3. Hines, the champion last year, defeating Josh Shear from Lisbon in the championship. Eslick in the girls competition gets a quick takedown against Sinner and gets her on her back. Sinner's going to roll back to her stomach.
I think Okeson kind of a surprise, contender here at the heavyweight division. I wouldn't have saw that coming at the beginning of the season, but he's been able to push AJ Hines to the limit every time they've been out there wrestling each other this year.
No scoring there. Hines almost going for a takedown. Okeson able to survive. And I think Okeson, again, just a little bit of a different style as a heavyweight from AJ Hines. Hines a little bit more traditional, wants to work the upper body, wants to get throws. Okeson just a little bit different on his approach.
Yeah, Okeson doesn't have a problem going down and doing the leg tack,
And trying to get a throw on the upper body, will fall on top of Hines, gets the takedown, and then they come out of bounds.
Yeah, just as I say, he's going for the leg attack, or is comfortable going for the leg attack, so he hits a body lock on Hines and takes him straight to his back.
That's the old broadcaster's jinx.
Yeah, that's right.
Katie Sinner is going to get a reversal against Paris Eslick in the 250-pound girls match, so that will make it 2-2. That will be the score there. Over in the Class A heavyweight matchup, it is Dylan Carlquist, a 4-1 lead against Avion Hayes from Watford City.
Carlquist running a half Nelson on Hayes. Hayes does manage to get to his feet and counters out of that. Now jumps around the other side as Carlquist. He's just trying to stretch that arm out, working the edge of the mat.
2-1 the score in the Class B heavyweight matchup. It is Coy Okeson from Bishop Ryan with the lead. And now Hines will get him down on his back immediately into back points. And AJ Hines, another championship at heavyweight. He really gets this crowd going.
Yeah, it looked like Okeson just tried to do an arm drag or an arm throw on Hines, and it didn't work out. Hines flattened out.
So AJ Hines, the win for the Holsteins. And Coy Okeson, obviously you can see the disappointment there, but he wrestled well this tournament, just one misstep, and that's what it comes down to in these tournaments. And looks like we're going to have a champion on the girls' side at 250. Katie Sinner from Central Cass defeats Paris Eslick from Jamestown. Sinner, the champion, at 250 pounds. So Katie Sinner, a champion for the Central Cass Squirrels, leaving us one match to go here in this round of competition, and it will be the Class A matchup. Dylan Carlquist from Fargo Davies, a 6-2 lead against Avion Hayes from Watford City. And that one about to begin the second period. And we have an injury stoppage over on the girls' mat. Back over to our Class A matchup. It is Hayes to begin the period on top against Carlquist. And he returns Carlquist back down to the mat, and they'll come out of bounds.
An abrupt end to that heavyweight match on the Class B side. Just 1 second left, and AJ Hines picks up the foul against Okeson.
Yeah, this is Okeson, just a misstep.
Yep.
And his half, and AJ Hines, a returning state champion, and again, it comes with that experience.
AJ Hines, 2-time state champion.
And his focuses are now going to shift, of course, to dual competition tomorrow. Back over in that Class A heavyweight matchup, 7-2. Dylan Carlquist from Fargo Davies leads. Minute 29 left in the second period, and we're going to get a stoppage for potentially dangerous. And Hayes will be on top to begin the reset here with 26, I believe a minute 26 left to go. Getting away is Carlquist. He extends his lead to 9-2. And Hayes gets a takedown, makes it 9-4, and he had Carlquist on his back, but Hayes just couldn't hang on.
Yeah, Nivon Hayes not giving up, close the gap here a little bit, 9-4, down by 5 with a minute to go in the second period, so he still has time in this match. Oh, now he has a nice half. He's able to turn Carlquist. Nivon Hayes looking for near fall.
Yeah, Carlquist 43-3 on the year. Hayes 31-12.
Nivon Hayes building some momentum. Has that half buried in deep again at Carlquist. Carlquist just running out of steam in this one. Nivon Hayes, your state champion from Watford City.
Hayes just wore down Carlquist. And we heard Anton Caruth talking about how he felt he won his match against Hebel. He was better conditioned. He felt that was a difference maker. And Hayes wore out Carlquist. Nivon Hayes, the champion at heavyweight here for Class A. Yeah. We're going to take a break. We'll get him to the podium. We'll be back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsboro. Contact him at 701-430-0877.
The City of Hillsboro encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call City of Hillsboro for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
The Hillsboro Vets Club. It's where Boro sports fans meet after every game. The Hillsboro Vets Club is cheering for the Burros and also very appreciative of the community support of all of their fundraisers, their events, and just stopping in to enjoy the social and great atmosphere at the Hillsboro Vets Club. Good luck, Burros, from all your friends and veterans from the Hillsboro Vets Club. It's where Burros sports fans and us broadcasters meet after every game.
The team at Maple River Grain and Agronomy wishes the best of luck to the players in today's game. Maple River Grain and Agronomy is proudly serving producers, accessing markets, and building relationships in eastern North Dakota and western Minnesota. They offer a variety of grain marketing and agronomy solutions. See the latest updates by following MRGA on social media. They're active on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, and YouTube. Check out the website at mrga.com to learn more about Maple River Grain and Agronomy and how they can serve you and your operation.
Honesty, loyalty, integrity. At Bank North, we've remained true to these values for generations. They shape the way we do business, work with customers, and support our communities. We've been here for more than a century, helping people grow farms and businesses, finance homes, and pursue their dreams. It's values-based banking, and it's all about working together to strengthen the common threads that bind us together. Bank North, always true.
The Lisbon Public School District ensures that all students will learn, experience success, and be good citizens from elementary through high school. The school staff and community takes great pride in providing meaningful and innovative opportunities for our students who continue to maintain ACT scores above state and national averages. Watch your kids continue to grow within the Lisbon Public School District from the playing surface to the classroom. For more information, go online to lisbonpublicschools.com.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Welcome to Ada, Minnesota. There's much to offer for new residents and much to do once you're here. Medical facility, living community, and assistant living. A beautiful school campus providing quality education. The Deco Center with a 24-hour fitness center. A community of faith with church and youth programs. Auto dealers, bowling, theater, farm implement and agronomy centers. Banks, retail and service businesses, a radio station, and much more. With employment and housing available. Welcome to the City of Ada to work, raise a family, and relax. Contact the City of Ada for more information.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, our next round of competition underway. 106-pound championship. Northern Lights is Alvy Henderson against Ryan Ing from Lisbon, and Henderson gets a quick takedown, a 2-0 lead for him into the start of this first period. Score right now 201.5 for Lisbon, New Salem 186.5. So Lisbon needing to get as much security as they can to stay in front, and a win for Ing here would be big.
Yeah, New Salem still has wrestlers alive in this at 120 and 126 pounds, and they can pick up at least 12 more team points to help their team effort out.
Yeah, Ing would be the last representative for the Broncos to wrestle in this tournament. Over in the girls' tournament, from Bismarck, it is Julia Arroyo from Bismarck, while Jennifer Verdeen from Henninger Scranton. Well, in Class A, it is Landon Zink from West Fargo Cheyenne against Colton Griebel from Valley City at 106. Colton Griebel trying to carry the torch of his brother Coy, who has been a champion in that weight class. And Colton Griebel may have a fall coming here.
Yeah, Colton Griebel in that head and arm position now riding on top. A minute to go to secure this fall is Colton Griebel.
Griebel, a freshman, 44-3 on the year. Landon Zink, a 7th grader, 33-5. West Fargo Cheyenne was the champion, dual champion of the EDC. And there it is, Colton Griebel from Valley City, champion at 106 pounds. So the Highliners picking up a win they were looking for there. Back to the 106-pound Class B championship, Alvy Henderson, a 2-0 lead against Ryan Ing. 10 seconds left in the period, and Ing just needing to survive this early charge that has come from Alvy Henderson.
Yeah, Alvy Henderson, tough on top, has Ing broken belly down in the middle of the map, and Ryan Ing will move on to the second period with his chance to score some more points.
I knew it's somewhere down the road here, Alvy Henderson would be the wrestler that you know you're going to have to face. And Ing will be on top. Henderson comes up, turns around, has no points as Ing just hanging on to that leg.
Yeah, Ryan didn't have much of an answer for that stand-up by Alvy Henderson real quick up off the whistle. So Alvy Henderson now scores 1 point for loss of control.
So 3-0 Henderson's lead. Second period just underway. Again, Ryan Ing, the last chance for the Broncos to get a little bit more security with their lead here in this tournament.
Yeah, Ryan had a nice double leg shot on Elvie Henderson. Now he's just going to try to turn the corner on Elvie. Henderson working back through the legs of Ryan, tying him up, but Ryan's still in a good position to score.
Henderson, a freshman. Ing, an 8th grader. About the ages you would expect competing at this weight class in this tournament, and a stalemate called. And Ing, I think, will get blood time. .201.5 for Lisbon, 186.5 for New Salem Almont. Holstein's trying to end that run for Lisbon. Yeah, Lisbon, the champions. 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Previous years, 15, 16 were Carrington, then South Border. Oaks champions 9, 10, 11, 12. Notice a trend, all Region 1. Last time a team that wasn't Region 1 was the champion was 2001 with Hettinger. Match resumes here, final minute of the second period. Elvie Henderson 3, Ryan Ing scoreless.
Yeah, Ryan Ing trying to do a leg pass on Elvie Henderson. Henderson recognized that, now has Ing in trouble here, giving up near fall. He's cradled up as Ryan Ing.
And Henderson will get the pin. So Elvie Henderson, the champion, 106 pounds. Ryan Ing, the runner-up for the Lisbon Broncos. And now with New Salem Almont having 2 wrestlers competing here, one at 120, the next at 126. The Broncos got to hope for no bonus points coming for the Holsteins. Let's take a break. We'll be back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
Your first car. It might not have been perfect, but that didn't matter. You loved it because you worked hard for it. You took care of it, and it took care of you, your friends, and maybe that someone special. And through it all, we were there working with you, for you, to make sure it was a smooth ride. Then and down the road. Farmers Union Insurance. More choices, great rates, local agents.
New Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans are here. In the Hillsboro area, contact Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877. These new Golden Harvest Gold Series soybeans feature exclusive genetics and high-demand trait platforms like Enlist E3 soybeans and XtendFlex soybeans. Golden Harvest Seeds. Talk with your area representative, Tim Cassette, 701-430-0877 for Golden Harvest Seed.
Goose River Heating and Cooling of Hillsboro. Corey Wright is ready for you as a Ruud dealer for the Hillsboro and surrounding communities. If your furnace has lived past its prime, you'll want to talk to Corey today about a new Ruud furnace for your home or new construction. Now, you don't want to be left out in the cold, and that's why Goose River Heating and Cooling is available for you with 24-hour emergency service. Contact Corey Wright today at Goose River Heating and Cooling, 701-430-1990. Serving Hillsboro and the surrounding communities as a Ruud dealer. Here for you, Goose River Heating and Cooling.
Everyone here at the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts would like to take this time to remind parents to teach their children how to be responsible and stay drug-free. By late elementary, many children know of a classmate who smokes, drinks, or uses drugs. It is never too early to talk to your child about substance abuse. Schools teach kids to say no to drugs, but it's what the parents do that counts the most. This has been Stella Benson with a message from the Hillsboro and Central Valley School Districts.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart. East of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877.
Rock Solid Concrete. Give them a call at 701-238-4523 to get a free estimate on all your concrete projects. Services provided are, but not limited to, decorative stamp patios, decorative stamp sidewalks, new and replacement driveways and sidewalks, garage, shop, and shed pad floors, and residential and commercial flat work. They would love to sit down with you and find a plan that works best for your projects. Call Rock Solid Concrete at 701-238-4523.
You can trust Paul's Hometown Repair for professional service on your vehicles, cars, vans, pickups. Bring them in to Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro. Whether it's light work such as oil changes and tune-ups, or more serious matters including transmission work and engine overhauls, they'll get the work done for you at Paul's Hometown Repair. They'll get your vehicle back on its wheels, running like new. Call 436-4676 to schedule your vehicle for service at Paul's Hometown Repair Hillsboro.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, continuing on our coverage of the Individual Wrestling Tournament Championship round. Due up next at 113 for Carrington, Trace Hogarth, Jace Anderson for Killdeer. For the girls, 105 pounds, Devils Lakes, Jenna Gerhardt against Anna White from Central Cass. And then it's Ben DeForest from Bismarck against Seston Gesselbeck from West Fargo, Cheyenne. Lisbon's, all their wrestlers have competed in this championship round. They have a lead of 201.5 over New Salem Almont's 186.5, and New Salem Almont has 2 wrestlers going. So it's still a chance for New Salem Almont to pull themselves in front. So wrestlers are just waiting for that final presentation at the podium, and I believe Chase Miller is ready for us. Chase.
Thank you very much, Joel. Katie Sinner with us here. And Katie, first and foremost, congratulations on winning a state championship. Can you just kind of take us through when you finally heard the whistle, kind of got the fall there? What was kind of going through your mind to know that you're going to be a state champ?
I really don't have anything going on through my head. Just know I need to get her shoulders down and pin her.
Can you take us through this season in terms of what it's been like to see girls wrestling continue to grow and then find there yourself here at the state tournament? You know, all of a sudden the lights go down, you're able to hear the banner, got to wait a little while before your match finally gets underway. What's this season been like?
It's been super nerve-wracking knowing that there's a bunch of good competition out there. I'm super excited that this happened this year and we got an official state tournament. Super exciting.
What's it like, you know, just on the wrestling every day with Central Cass? It seems like there's just a number of girls that are out wrestling, a number of girls that are able to help each other out a little bit with that team camaraderie there with Coach Lamar as well. What's it been like being a squirrel wrestler?
Last year, it was super tough because we only had 8 girls. This year, we had 16 girls, and we had girls show up throughout the season, like 4 weeks out. And it's just been super fun hanging with them in the room, and the 8 girls that were there last year have been helping get the younger girls and the newer ones better and know what they're doing.
Final thing for you, if there's a girl out there that wants to wrestle or is thinking about wrestling, what would you tell them now after the last couple of years seeing this sport continue to grow?
Do it. Don't be afraid.
I love those words. Congratulations again on a state championship.
Thank you.
Back to you, Joel.
All right, Chase Miller visiting with Katie Sinner, a champion at 250 for the Central Cass Squirrels. And we will get a fall. Anna White was wrestling for Central Cass at 105. She will be pinned by Jenna Gerhardt. As a 7th grader versus a senior, Gerhardt will be the champion at 105. Anna White, runner-up for the Central Cass Squirrels. Over on the Class B mat, Trace Hogarth from Carrington against Jace Anderson from Killdeer at 113. No score there with 57 seconds left in the first period, and we're going to get a stoppage for injury time over on that mat. Well, in the championship at 113 for Class A, Ben DeForest from Bismarck, a 2-0 lead against Stetson Gesselbeck from West Fargo, Cheyenne.
It does look like Hogarth has some injury time coming to him.
Yeah, and it looks like something with the knee. He does have that knee pad he wears, and Hogarth is set to wrestle to return, a junior here for the Carrington Cardinals. Cardinals sitting in 5th place right now in team points. Again, not the numbers coming into today to win a championship, but priding themselves always on at least a top 5 finish at some point in this tournament.
Yeah, that says something about your program. If you're able to come into the state tournament, place in the top 5, it's not an easy thing to do, and just to be consistent within that or within your program.
And I think that was the last weight class for the girls competition, so now it's going to come down to our Class A and Class B mats. A lead for Trace Hogarth, 2-0.
Hogarth secures that takedown and rides Anderson out of bounds on the edge of the mat there. Get called out of bounds for a restart. 21 seconds to go in the first period. It's a 2-0 score.
At the end of the first period, here's 113 pounds. Looking like both matches are going to end with 2-0 second periods. Next two weight classes could decide who wins the champion here in Class B, a championship. New Salem Almont needing a pair of pins to come away with the champions at Class B. Two seconds left in the first period here between Hogarth and Anderson. 2-0 Hogarth's lead, and the whistle will start, and that will be the end of the 2 seconds. Class A mat, second period underway. Ben DeForest from Bismarck, a 3-0 lead against Stetson Gesselbeck from West Fargo Cheyenne. And a correction, I thought we were at our final weight class for the girls, but I believe we do have a couple more to go. So they have those two wrestlers getting ready to go.
Here we are in the second period over there on mat number 3 with Ben DeForest and Stetson Gisselbeck, still 3-0. Our wrestlers back up into the neutral position. 55 seconds remaining in that one. Wrestlers working the collar tie on the far edge of the mat next to the scores table.
Killdeer wrestlers have been really impressive in this tournament. I think what stood out was their quick starts in every match that they were in, and now you're looking at Hogarth right now with a lead. 4-0, but Jace Anderson capable of a comeback if he avoids giving up a fall here, as Hogarth just trying to get a turn.
Yeah, Hogarth working that hammerlock and trying to turk those legs of Jace Anderson, but it has been. Killdeer had a nice first 2 rounds, came out fired up, scored a lot of points, and they were up into the top 3 for a little bit there on day number 1.
Over on the Class A mat. End of the second period over there, and it's Ben DeForest, a 3-0 lead against Stetson Gisselbeck from Cheyenne.
Yeah, Hogarth taking control on top of this leg ride, working a crossface, trying to turk over Anderson from Killdeer right on the edge of the mat.
20 seconds left in that second period.
Looks like they have a stalemate called, so restart back in the center of the mat with 16 seconds to go.
Over in the Class A mat, the final period beginning, 3-0 the lead, and that one for Ben DeForest. And Hogarth trying to score some back points to close out the second period. I don't believe he won't get any, but will go into the final 2 minutes leading 4-0. Minute 16 left in the Class A match. Ben DeForest still leading 3-0 for Bismarck. Bismarck well on their way to a championship here at 182.5. Their lead over Jamestown's 149.5. I don't believe the Blue Jays have any wrestlers still left to compete. Final period beginning here for Trace Hogarth of Carrington and Jace Anderson of Killdeer.
Anderson in on this single leg attempt, just working back around. He has to pull that head out, arm around the waist, and he will score 2 points. So he's still working this scoring opportunity for Jace Anderson, and he will score 2 points.
So Anderson cuts that deficit in half with about 90 seconds left.
Hogarth belly down, head down in the mat, just right at the center. He's now warned for stalling. So Trace Hogarth warned for stalling. Anderson working a chicken wing on the near side.
27 seconds left in the Class A match. Bend DeForest leading 3-0. It is Stetson Gesselbeck on top, trying to pick up some points. Actually, no, it is DeForest on top. Just going to ride out this final 10 seconds. So Ben DeForest from Bismarck, the freshman, to be the champion at 113 pounds.
Yeah, Trace Hogarth now building some momentum, able to stand up. 4-2 score. Hogarth working. Lost control into reversal, but now he does score 1 point. 5-2 is a score, 30 seconds to go. So keep in mind that Hogarth was warned for stalling. Now a nice dump by Hogarth. Takes control of this one. It's 7-2. Trace Hogarth up on top. 20 seconds to go.
Yeah, so Trace Hogarth, when that clock gets down to 0 here, a 7-2 decision. Hogarth the champion at 113 pounds. We'll take a break, and we'll continue on with our coverage of the individual wrestling tournament on YourLiveEvent.com.
Sometimes it's tough being a dad. Kids grow up fast. Hey, girls. Oh, love it.
Dad, what are you doing?
I'm TikToking.
Is he serious?
Don't even want me around anymore. You know when I first started noticing it? When I stopped getting hugs. Hugs mean a lot to a dad. So, with Command IQ, I found a way to get the hugs back. Watch.
Dad, the Wi-Fi is down.
Oh, let me see if I can fix it.
It's back. Thanks, Dad. You're the best.
With Command IQ, you can bring the hugs back.
RDK Enterprises can help with spring preparation this winter. Call them at 701-636-2119 to schedule your meter, planter, and precision planting software repairs and updates. This includes monitoring and control systems, all to help improve your planting, which means improved profits. It pays to plant with precision with RDK Enterprises. Locations in Hillsboro and Drayton, North Dakota. Visit them online at planterdoc.com or call 701-636-2119.
Abuse can affect anyone, and each person's experience is different. Abuse is about power and control, and it is not always black and blue. A loving relationship should not be threatening, accusing, isolating, or include violence of any kind. The Abuse Resource Network provides services to start living the life you deserve. For more information, visit abuseresourcenetwork.org.
The North Border Eagle Sports Boosters mission is to cultivate an environment that inspires students, athletes, coaches, parents, and communities to collectively create a positive and spirited atmosphere for all athletic programs. Search for North Border Eagle Sports Boosters on Facebook if you'd like to become a member or for more information today. The North Border Eagle Sports Boosters wishes the Eagles the best of luck in the tournament.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at FullServiceFoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Hi, Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
All your needs under one roof. The Days Inn and Governor's Water Park in Castleton with cozy hotel rooms, water park, restaurant, and pub all in one location. And they're accepting resumes and interviews for front desk, housekeeping, and restaurant staff. A friendly work environment, competitive pay. Visit the website cassin.com, click on the employment tab, or call 701-347-4524. The Governor's Inn Water Park special this month, half-price wristbands at the water park and 30% off all birthday packages. Much more than just a hotel. The Days Inn and Governor's Water Park in Castleton, 701-347-4524.
Central Cass School's mission is to foster student excellence in cooperation with family and community and to provide educational opportunities in a safe and caring environment. Thank you to everyone who has helped make this mission a reality. The new STEM Center, Theater, Music Wing, Early Childhood Center, Wellness Center, and Athletic Complex will help set students up for success in school and life after graduation. They wish everyone at Central Cass good luck this year with academics and activities as you grow into the new space and move forward with excellence.
The City of Hillsborough encourages customers to use electricity wisely through its Bright Energy Solutions rebate program. These rebates help customers save energy and money, improve their comfort, and protect the environment. You can get rebates on Energy Star appliances and lighting, as well as high-efficiency heat pumps and air conditioners. They even have rebates for home electric vehicle chargers. Business customers can receive rebates too. Call City of Hillsborough for more information or visit brightenergysolutions.com.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com and another round of this individual tournament. For Class B, it's Wyatt Enwich from New Salem Almont against Colin Dean from Velva, and this one might be over as we announce it. Enwich gets a takedown and has Colin Dean on his back. Dean able to get back to his stomach safely.
Yeah, New Salem wrestlers coming out fired up, takes Colin Dean straight to his back. Wyatt Enwich does. He's up right away in this one, 5-0.
Over on the girls' mat, Alexia Snyder from Napoleon Gackle-Streeter against Shayla Delabar from West Fargo. Alexia Snyder a 2-0 lead. She is undefeated on the season and at 110 pounds. She has wrestled in a lot of boys' matches this season as well. For 120, it's Owen Lindstrom from Devil's Lake against Coy Griebel from Valley City for the 120-pound championship. And Coy Griebel's been here every year since his 7th grader and has found success. He's been on the podium, I believe, every year. In which a 5-0 lead, 50 seconds left in the first period. Lisbon fans keeping an extra eye on these next two weight classes featuring Holstein wrestlers.
Yeah, Dean able to weather that store by Enwich right away in the first period. Now kind of settling in on top is Enwich. 30 seconds to go. He's up 5-0.
Back in the girls' competition, 2-0 lead for Alexia Snyder. Trying to get a turn against Shayla Delabar from West Fargo Cheyenne. That is the 110-pound championship. 30 seconds left in the first period. Schneider picking up some back points. Griebel gets a takedown over in the Class A match at 120.
Yeah, Griebel leads that one by a score of 3-0. Their final 20 seconds of that one in the first period.
And the period will end here at 120 for Class B. Wyatt Enwich a 5-0 lead against Colin Dean from Velva.
Alexa Schneider carries a 5-0 lead starting the second period in a 110-pound championship match.
And neutral position to start the second period here at the 120-pound championship for Class B. Griebel will be down on the Class A mat to start the second period, leading 3-0. And Colin Dean going for the double leg, and which just sprawled out. Minute 37 left in that second period. Again, team scores right now 201.5 for Lisbon, 186.5 for New Salem Almont. Another takedown for Enwich's lead at 7-0.
105-pound girls and 113-pound AB boys to the award stand area.
And Griebel gets a reversal on the Class A mat. His lead at 5-0. Cody Griebel wrestling Owen Lindstrom from Devil's Lake.
Yeah, Griebel has an armbar locked up on Lindstrom, and now he's going to stretch that arm out Kind of hammerlock behind the back and then coming back around the head is Griebel.
The girls' 110-pound match resuming, 7-0 the lead for Alexis Snyder from Napoleon Gackle Streeter. She's on top here with 1:35 left in the second period.
And Griebel picks up 3 points for a near fall. He's up 8-0 over Lindstrom from Devil's Lake.
35 seconds left in the second period, and the 120-pound Class B match, in which a 7-0 lead against Dean.
And Schneider had built herself a 7-0 lead over on the championship match at 110 pounds, so she's up 7-0. And Griebel now, Coy Griebel working for the fall on Lindstrom on the Class A mat, 120-pound championship mat. 20 seconds to go on that one, and we have a stoppage by the referee. He'll pick up 3 points in near fall, so it's 11-0 score.
They'll be 14-1. And the second period ends on our Class B 120-pound matchup, on which up 7-0 against Colin Dean going into the final 2 minutes. And right away starts breaking down Colin Dean as the third period begins. Alexis Snyder in the girls' 110-pound championship match getting a turn against Delabar. A tech fall and a victory for Coy Griebel. He is the champion at 120 pounds for Valley City. It's another championship for Coy Griebel and the Highliners. She has had a very successful career and one more year left to do it after this. They will compete in duels tomorrow. Will Valley City, by the way, runners up in the EDC this year. Back at the 110-pound girls championship match, third period about to begin. Delabert from Cheyenne down 7-0 against Schneider, and she'll be on top to start this period.
Yeah, Enwick's working on the top on Colin Dean. Dean belly down on the mat. Enwick's just trying to work in here, score some bonus points for New Salem. But Colin Dean not giving up anything right now on the edge of the mat.
And it's a pair of seniors wrestling here. And last chance to wrestle as an individual in this tournament for both. And Dean not going to give him an inch here with 46 seconds left. Dean will get to wrestle tomorrow. Velva will wrestle Hettinger Scranton in the duel, but again, his last opportunity to wrestle as an individual. And 35 seconds left, and he got up to his feet, Enwich just brings him right back down. Alexis Snyder from Napoleon Gackle Streeter extends her lead to 12-0, 1:11 left to go in the third period.
Enwich hit that nice 5-point move in the first period and not much scoring action after that. Just a 7-0 score right now with the final 10 seconds. Dean looking to score here in the closing moments of this match.
And Dean gets a turn, but he runs out of time. Had Enwich in that nice cradle, give him 4 extra seconds, and we might have a different outcome to that match, but Wyatt Enwich is the champion at 120 pounds for the New Salem Almont Holsteins. Back over to the girls competition, Alexis Snyder has a cradle set in against Delabar from West Fargo Cheyenne. This is the first time I think we've had a girls match extend past both boys matches.
Yeah, the girls match here going into the third period, final 20 seconds of this one. Alexis Schneider, nice lead here, 12-0.
And she'll get the tech fall, 15-0 victory, our second tech in this round of matches here. And that is it for this round. We'll take a break, back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
You're never too young to start saving for your future. Dakota Heritage Bank offers the Grow With Us program. It's a young savers club with various incentives, newsletters, a higher savings rate, bonuses, and more. Contact Dakota Heritage Bank to learn more about the Grow With Us program. Dakota Heritage Bank has locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota. Dakota Heritage Bank offers mobile banking, online banking, and bill pay. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, Equal housing lender, member FDIC.
The Kindred Vikings Booster Club is an organization of parents and community members that supports and encourages the advancement to Kindred athletic programs, focusing on wholesome school spirit, promoting good sportsmanship, and developing high ideals of character. For more information, or if you'd like to be part of the Kindred Vikings Booster Club, send an email to kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. That's kindredboosterclub@gmail.com. Go Vikings!
American Crystal Sugar Company, with their 4,000 plus employees and shareholders, are deeply rooted in the communities of the Red River Valley. They're committed to the sustainability and growth of their business and to improving the lives in the places where we work and live by investing in people, our communities, and the future of American Crystal Sugar. Visit crystalsugar.com to learn more about scholarships, grants, volunteerism, donations, and more through the Community Roots American Crystal Giving Program. Growing strong community roots, American Crystal Sugar Company.
You may know that Big Tex Trailers already offers you industry-leading features like mega ramps, HD suspension, and the all-new hydraulic dovetail. Every time you hook on, know that your Big Tex is up for the job. See Bloomfield Enterprises in Hillsboro to find out what owning a Big Tex can do for you. Shop the full line of Big Tex products from ATV trailers to goosenecks to dump trailers and more. Visit your Big Tex dealer, Bloomfield Enterprises, Hillsboro. Contact Tim at 701-430-0877.
I'm starting off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halstead Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halstead Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halstead Living Center, or find more information at halsteadlivingcenter.com.
Dakota Heritage Bank, serving you with locations across North Dakota and northwestern Minnesota, has a strong background in ag and business lending, but can also help with any auto, recreational, personal, or home loans, including home equity lines of credit. Dakota Heritage Bank is a family-owned community bank where decisions are made locally. Our friendly staff greets you with a smile, takes the time to get to know you, and can help with your banking needs. Visit us online, dhbanknd.com. Dakota Heritage Bank, equal housing lender, member FDIC.
Back on YourLiveEvent.com, and these are our final championship matches to end this two-day individual wrestling tournament. Thanks for joining us here on YourLiveEvent.com. They will announce the champions, team champions of this tournament afterwards, and we'll get you some interviews and discussions after that. We're in Lisbon right now, sitting in front at 201.5. Let's just see if we do have an update on the team scores right now. It is 201.5 to 190.5 for New Salem Almont. Over in girls competition, it is 167 for Central Cass. Over Bismarck Legacy's 158. So Central Cass in line to win the first ever sanctioned version of this girls tournament here at the Fargo Dome. Already underway, Cole Gerhardt from New Salem Almont, wrestling Matt Dukes here from Carrington. This is for 126 pounds.
Yeah, Carrington sending their fourth finalist out here in Matt Dusher, already picking up 3 champions at 138 pounds with Brecken Lura and Michael Clifton at 182, and then Trace Hogarth at 113 pounds.
So Carrington is always an impressive team out of Region 2. I believe they won the Region 2. No, it was Pembina, I think, won the Region 2 individual with the team score. But Carrington was runner-up in duel, and now we're going to get Gerhardt a takedown against Dukeshire. And these are our last matches of the night. And trying to get a turn was Gerhardt. And Duscher able to fight that one off.
Gerhardt is up 2-0 in this one. And Duscher kind of hip down on the mat. Gerhardt ran a half on him. Duscher counted out of that.
In the Class A 126-pound match, it's Gabe Mortensen from Minot. Wyatt Kosadowski from Fargo Davies, an 8th grader. He is wrestling for his first championship, 42-5 on the season. And technically a Discovery student, Discovery Middle School, as opposed to a Davies High School, but obviously on this Davies team. And we're going to get a fall in the girls' match.
That'll secure it now.
So it's Morgan Strandberg from Cheyenne gets the fall, and I think that will secure the championship. That will for Central Castle. They'll win 167 to Bismarck Legacy's 158 in the girls' competition. And there's a question about the scoring that's happening right now at 126.
Well, they just put a couple more seconds back on the clock.
Yeah, so it was a question about clock time, and now that will go 14 seconds left in the first period. Over in Class A, no score between Kosadowski for Fargo Davies and Mortensen from Minot.
Duscher trying to score on this last second of the first period. He does score 1 point, so it's a 2-1 score. Good job by Matt Duscher scoring at the end of the period.
And fresh 2 minutes, we'll start there in that matchup. First period ends in the Class A. Gabe Mortensen from Minot with a 2-0 lead against Kosadowski from Davies. And we'll figure out who the champions are once all this is done. Gerhardt gets a reversal to start the second period, his lead at 4-1.
Yeah, Gerhardt able to get that reversal and has those legs. Duscher split. Now he's working over the top with the crossface, trying to tilt Duscher over and pick up a couple near fall.
They're announcing they gave Griffin Greenlee the wrong championship plaque, so you better go exchange that one. Wrong weight class on his plaque. Of course, a young wrestler placing for the first time, I don't think you're looking too much at what that thing says. You're just excited to be up there on the podium.
Yeah, you just grab your plaque.
Less than a minute to go in the second period between Gerhardt from New Salem Almont and Duscher from Carrington. 4-1 the lead for Cole Gerhardt.
Yeah, Mortensen and Kosadowski out down on mat number 3, 126-pound Class A championship match. And Mortensen still has a 2-0 lead. He's riding on top of Kosadowski. They're down to a minute to go in the second period.
$11 o'clock. Reminder, 11 o'clock start time tomorrow for the dual competitions. We'll have streams for Central Cass as well as for the Lisbon Broncos here on YourLiveEvent.com.
Kosadowski working this tilt on Mortensen. Kosadowski looking to pick up some points. Now Mortensen able to reverse that, and he will scramble out the backside and score 2 points. It's now a 4-0 lead.
Second period ends at our 126-pound Class B match. Cole Gerhardt, the returning champion, leading this one 4-1, and both on their feet to start the second period, or excuse me, the third period.
Yeah, Duscher choosing to start this third period up on his feet. And Gerhardt in on a single, he now doubles up, arm around the waist. In scoring position is Gerhardt. He scores 2 points. It's a 6-1 lead now for Gerhardt.
Third period going on in the Class A matchup. Gabe Mortensen from Minot leading Wyatt Kosadowski from Fargo Davies 4-0 into the final 2 minutes, and Kosadowski will be down to start the period.
Kosadowski has yet to score in this match. Had a scoring opportunity towards the end of the second period with a tilt attempt, but Mortensen able to scramble out of that and reversed it on him to pick up that other 2 points. That's his 4-0 score.
Final minute, 126 pounds. Cole Gerhardt leading 6-1 against Matt Duchscher from Carrington. And our final matches all around. You know, in the girls' side of things, it's a championship for the Central Cass Squirrels. The first year that this has been a sanctioned event, and they win 167. Bismarck behind them at 158. Lisbon looking for another championship here. They lead 201.5 to 190 to New Salem Almont. Last chance for the Holsteins to get some points. 35 seconds left to go. Looks like Kosadowski may have gotten a reversal on mat number 1. Kosadowski, no, he was close to coming around, and I think he was reset by Mortensen.
Duchscher picked up a reversal on Gerhardt. It's a 7-3 score, and Duchscher let Gerhardt go. Now it's back to reset.
Kosadowski does get that reversal on the A mat, and it's 4-2 with 16 seconds left.
We're running out of time here is Matt Duchscher. Gerhardt pushes him out about to have 5 seconds left. Gerhardt's up in this one 7-3.
And a takedown coming last second for Gerhardt, and that will be a final. Gerhardt gets the win 7-3, so he is the champion for the Holsteins at 126 pounds. Our only match left now is Kosadowski from Davies against Mortensen from Minot. Kosadowski needs a reversal with 13 seconds, and Mortensen has been able to stretch him out to try to run out some time here, and 5 seconds left, and all that Mortensen does is need to ride out the final 3 seconds, and he will do it. Mortensen's the champion for Minot, defeats Wyatt Kosadowski by a final of 4-2. So we are all wrapped up here, and they will get these wrestlers out on the podium. 201 to 194, Lisbon in front here in Class B. Let us take a break. Back with more on YourLiveEvent.com.
Hillsborough Drug and Gift, your area Health Mart pharmacy, is bringing you the savings on your cough and cold medications, including Luden's Throat Drops, just $1.49 per package. Health Mart Cold and Flu Severe, 24-count caplets, $5.49. Health Mart Cough DM Liquid, $8.99. Health Mart Nighttime Liquid Caps are $4.99. And get this Health Mart bonus, Omeprazole Acid Reducer. Get 28 tablets plus 14 free for just $15.99. Hillsborough Drug and Gift and Health Mart, taking the time to listen and care.
Emery Vistos Implement has been family owned and operated since 1935. Located in Oaks, North Dakota, they sell CarQuest automotive parts and numerous lines of agriculture parts, from edible bean equipment to air compressors and pressure washers to Georgia and Rocky boots and grills. Anything you need is under one roof at Emery Vistos Implement. Stop in just south of Oaks on Highway 1 or go online to vistoimplement.com. That's vistoimplement.com for more information.
From all of us at Enbridge, thank you.
Thank you. Miigwech, and thank you for working on Line 3 replacement.
Thank you to everyone who supported this project.
Construction is complete on a new and safer pipeline that will deliver the North American energy that we all rely on every day. And it's done thanks to the support and hard work of thousands of people. I'm grateful for every single voice of support and every hour of labor put into this project. Thank you.
The Enderlin Alumni Association promotes the school and community, as over the past few years, Enderlin athletics have been greatly supported by the alumni, from upgrades to the weight room, practice equipment, and technology. The Enderlin Alumni Association hopes to improve the quality of life for students and citizens by giving back to the community and keeping it local. The Enderlin Area School and Enderlin community would like to thank the Enderlin Alumni Association for their generous and continued support. Go Eagles!
Ag Country offers a wide range of internal growth. If you have a goal in mind and you put your mind to it, your successes can be endless.
There are so many jobs within this company that you can rotate into.
I like challenges. Ag Country gives me challenges.
Yeah, Ag Country is a great place to work. There's plenty of flexibility. You're never tied to your desk. There's a team here that is always there for you.
Yeah, grab your role and run with it, and always be aware of the opportunities because they're in front of you.
In times like these, it's good to know there's a place where people know who you are, no matter how long you've been gone. A place where the smells of home cooking are still in the air, where a simple wave warms your heart, and sharing stories is just a way of life. It's good to be home. Farmers Union Insurance, protecting what's important in life.
Your local Castleton agents, Scott Kramer and Tyler Wasleen, wish the Squirrels the best of luck this postseason.
Full Service Foods in Hillsboro provides contract packaging and private label foods for your local and regional retail stores. Full Service Foods is a leader in the upper Midwest for less than truckload quantities for contract manufactured sauces and dressings. They are a privately held company with a reputation for quality and customer service. Full Service Foods is proud to be in Hillsboro and bringing employment opportunities to the area. Find out more at FullServiceFoods.com. Full Service Foods of Hillsboro, proud to support this community event.
Hi, I'm Ernie Struby, president of the Goose River Bank. The Goose River Bank wants to bring banking to you. The days of coming into the bank to do business are changing. With digital banking, you can choose how and when you want to do business with us. We will still be here when you need us, but sometimes it's more useful to bank from the seat of your tractor, the kitchen counter, or even while you're on the go. Let the Goose River Bank become your community bank. We believe that a strong bank builds strong communities, and we would be proud to be your bank. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Back here at the North Dakota State Wrestling Tournament as we recap what happened on the individual portion of the day. Class A will go to the Bismarck High Demons. There's a shock in North Dakota for wrestling on the Class A side. They will finish with a grand total of 186.5 points. Jamestown in second at 149.5. Dickinson third, West Fargo Cheyenne. That's a program on the rise in the EDC fourth, and Valley City at number 5. In Class B, congratulations again goes out to the Lisbon Broncos. It was nip and tuck down the stretch. They finished with 201.5 points, so 201.5. New Salem Almont, the Holsteins, finished in second with 194.5, and then there was a gap between them and South Border. The Mustangs finished third at 119, Carrington 4, and Henninger Scranton Bison at number 5. And on the girls' side, a tip of the cap and congratulations goes out to Coach Travis Lamar and the girls from Central Cass as the Squirrels win the first state title here in this sanctioned format where it is with the boys and the girls going on at the same time. Central Cass number 1 with 167 total points, 9 ahead of Bismarck Legacy in second. Bismarck High third, followed by Minot 4, and also out of Class B ranks in terms of most sports, South Border at number 5. Brent, before we have Joel Morgan going to be standing by, and Joel, again, your mic is hot, so whenever you find someone or want to talk to some wrestlers or coaches, by all means do so. Brent, what do you kind of take away from the first 2 days here of the state wrestling tournament?
Yeah, we talked about the wrestlebacks being the big round, where Lisbon or New Salem would, kind of make their mark and get a little separation in the run for the individual team championship. But I kind of look back now, and I think it came down to Lisbon, unexpectedly put 5 wrestlers into the finals on day number 1. And I think that ultimately is what clinched the individual team championship for the Broncos.
It's one of those deals where you'll kind of look back on throughout the season and see who maybe had to move up a weight class because of injury, or maybe who had to move up a weight class just because he had to move someone else up or someone else down. And that's what we kind of saw by Lisbon a little bit. Maybe if you would have asked some of the coaches and some of those around the program way back, November 1, you might not have thought that Lisbon would have been in this position coming into the state tournament. But as the season progressed, you saw the results on the mat and said, hey, there's a really good opportunity to be another state champion, not just in duels, but in this overall format.
Yeah, there was an unknown losing those 6 seniors last year, quality seniors, all state place winners. And we had a young crew coming in, kind of backfilling those 6 seniors. and Lisbon, able to just, they say good teams or good programs, they reload. And then Lisbon was able to do that, and we put together another state championship run.
The Central Cass Squirrels, can you talk about just, from the girls' perspective? And it seems like when I was able to talk with a number of ADs throughout the day, the last 2 days, I think a lot of people said folks will leave this state tournament knowing that girls wrestling is legit. It's a thing, and there's a lot of really good girls wrestlers, and we saw that throughout the 2 days here.
Yeah, this definitely gave legitimacy to girls wrestling in the state of North Dakota, and not just in North Dakota, but nationally. You see a lot of states, around the U.S. sanctioning girls wrestling at the high school level. And, as some of the girls remarked earlier, wrestling in North Dakota, as far as number-wise, not only tripled, but, they're looking at next year as even doubling that number, going from 200 to hopefully up to around 300, 400 girls wrestling.
And speaking of girls wrestling, standing by with our own Joel Morgan is the head coach for the Central Cass Squirrels. That is Travis Martin. Hopefully, Joel, Travis still has a voice. Down to you.
Yeah, Travis still has a voice. I think he still has a voice, a little bit of a voice. First off, your girls program, when I talked to you before the year started, you talked about 16 wrestlers coming out. You've continued to grow that, an impressive run. Congratulations on getting that, the first sanctioned girls tournament. What's that feeling like?
It's amazing. I've never won a state title in my life. We won the unsanctioned one last year, but it really doesn't count, and to see our girls come together as a whole team, every point mattered, and they've been doing it all year, so for them to come here and do that here was just amazing. I can't tell you how nervous I was before the finals. I can't tell you how happy I am now. It's unreal.
Katie Sinner's your only champion to come out of competition. What can you say about what she has done for you the last few years?
I told her, I said, you're one of the best softball players we have. I said, I need you to be the cleanup hitter and go hit a freaking home run for us right now. And she did, our other girls had tough girls. We thought we could go 3-1, but that's why you wrestle. And, she's been the rock of our team. Last year, this year, that's who she is. And I couldn't think of anybody better bringing it home for us than her.
You have a lot of young wrestlers, 7th and 8th graders who wrestled in that championship round. Obviously, they want to be champions, but they got a whole lot of wrestling left in front of them. It's probably really setting that bar high for them.
Yeah, it really is. I told them afterwards, I'm like, hey, remember this feeling, right? Because this feeling is what's going to get you in the weight room. It's what'll get you to open mat, wrestling camp, stuff like that, because you don't want to have this feeling again. We all want to get back to this spot, and our girls will get healthy now, and they'll start working for it, start in a couple weeks. They just will. That's who they are, so.
And you said before the start of the day is you're going to prove that girls wrestling is at a higher level of competition, and your team showed it, and a lot of other teams showed that today.
Yeah, it was great wrestling all the way around. You had great finals matches. It was fun to watch. We got a ton of girls that are signing and going to wrestling college, especially around here with Jamestown and Minot State and stuff, and it's just going to continue to go, and it's going to continue to build, and the wrestling's only going to get better. And I'm just glad I got to be a part of it, got to witness it.
All right, well, I'll let you save your voice. I know you got a lot of coaching or yelling you got to do tomorrow in dual competition, but again, congratulations.
Thanks, guys.
All right, back to you, Chase.
Thank you very much, Joel. And to his point, we were kind of talking about that to bookend it here with Central Cass, Brent, about the conversation that went with girls wrestling to see how it has grown. I know we've mentioned it before the last 12 to 24 months, but just to go on Travis's point one more time, pins, falls, takedowns, going through injury, battling through everything that you would see on the boys' side.
Right, yep.
We saw it all weekend long here on the girls' side as well.
Yeah, that's exactly right. That is the sport of wrestling. It doesn't matter if you're a boy or a girl. That is what wrestling is about, and the girls were able to experience a full season of that this year. And now I think they know, they got a good taste of it at the high school level, and they're looking forward to what the sport of wrestling will do for the girls.
It's going to be a lot of fun to see. A reminder, Class A as well went to Bismarck High. That's a team that's a well-oiled machine. It just seems like Jamestown with continued to develop a program wrestling. We mentioned it, Class B boys, just New Salem, Almont, and Lisbon, going down the stretch. They're trying to find out what the point structure would be if you get a couple of pins to close out the night. Maybe the Holsteins able to jump on over the Lisbon Broncos Broncos on the opposite side. And, you give credit to South Border, give credit to Carrington, Henniger, Scranton. It seems like we're talking about similar teams, like in certain sports, it's a football school, it's a track school, and it seems like, between Carrington, Henniger, Scranton, South Border, Lisbon, and New Salem Almont, a lot of really good wrestling programs.
Yeah, you're right, and nothing to take away from the Lisbon Broncos or the New Salem Holsteins, but I'd just like to point out the Carrington Cardinals putting in 4 wrestlers into the championship round, and or 3 of the 4 wrestlers walking away with state championships, and that did help Carrington move up into the 4th place position over Hettinger. So, nice showing for Carrington today in the championship round.
As they're going to be announcing some awards here with some of the coaches of the year and senior athletes of the year as well. And Joel Morgan standing by. Let's talk a little more Lisbon Bronco wrestling here, Joel.
Kevin McCleary, co-head coach, with us. Coach, first off, congratulations, a championship here. Continue that streak. You said this year Lisbon wrestling isn't going anywhere, and I think you showed everyone that today.
Thanks, Joel. Yeah, we had a heck of a tournament this weekend. We ended up with 5 coming through the finals, which was just huge.
And another championship for Bowdoin, but these young guys who didn't come away with the championship like they had hoped for, a lot of youth, and I think they're setting that bar now higher for themselves, what they want to do for this program.
Yeah, again, we ended up with 10 total placing. Only one of them is graduating, and even the ones that didn't make it quite on the board, they're ready to go for next year. They're pumped already.
I think there's a lot of people pulling for Silas in that championship match. A senior, he had good wrestlers around him in a lot of weight classes. He's made those guys better. This was his time to shine, and first individual tournament, and not a champion, but a runner-up, and a good run for him.
I'm sorry,
I said Silas, a senior, had a lot of good wrestlers around him for a lot of years. He gets his time to shine. Not a champion, but definitely a good showing.
Yeah, we were to the moon watching Cy get to the finals. He is all heart. He is just an excellent kid. If you'd ever get to know Silas, he's one of the best people you're going to meet. We were jacked for him.
I think the first answer he gave when Chase asked him what it was like to be a part of this team is that he just loves being with his teammates, and he's made a lot of guys better. You guys get a chance to celebrate this, turnaround tomorrow. You guys are going to wrestle right away in the first round of dual competition. How long do you celebrate this, and when do you have to flip that switch to get ready for tomorrow?
We're going to be excited on the bus on the ride back to the hotel, but by the time we get there, we're already going to be talking about tomorrow's dual rosters. So about 20 minutes we get to celebrate tonight.
All right, Coach. Well, you enjoy those 20 minutes, and again, congratulations to you.
Thanks, Joel.
All right, back to you, Chase.
Thank you very much. And as the loudspeakers were going over the interview there, Class B Senior Athlete of the Year, Carter Schmitz of the Kindred Vikings,
Nice.
and Coach of the Year, Dave Wolding from New Salem Almont. And I think we kind of saw both of them, Brent, here in this tournament with Carter Schmitz winning a championship for the Kindred Vikings. And obviously, we said it early, the Holsteins had a lot of guys in wrestlebacks, do a really nice job, had a couple opportunities in a state championship as well.
Yeah, Dave Wolding, puts together a nice program out there in New Salem. Every year for the last 6 years, they've been in contention for the individual team championship. But Lisbon's just able to put together a string of wins in the wrestleback rounds and pull away from New Salem in these state tournaments. So I'm sure New Salem was hungry looking for their first state championship in recent memory, but Lisbon just was able to hold them off today.
Congratulations again goes to the Central Cass girls winning the girls this portion of the state tournament. Class A boys goes to Bismarck, and Class B boys goes to Lisbon as well. A reminder, our coverage begins at 10 o'clock tomorrow morning for the dual wrestling portion. We will have one stream for the Lisbon Broncos, one stream for Central Cass. Central Cass goes up against number 3 seeded South Border. Top seeded Lisbon goes up against Ken Merritt Bull Bells Burke County, and that again will be at 10 o'clock for the duels. On behalf of Brent and Joel, and I'm Chase, thank you very much for tuning into the state wrestling tournament coverage here from the Fargo Dome on this blustery Friday night. We are back at it again bright and early tomorrow at 10 o'clock right here on your live event.